Testing.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Gridiron Warriors take the field in an epic battle that is larger than life. It is called Texas high school football. Only one show can bring the greatest sport from the greatest state into focus. Lone Star Gridiron.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com. If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, wrench outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. We have 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com. or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions. Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information. Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Working hand in hand with the community to keep our Lions safe. This school year, Lockhart ISD is launching Lion Guard, a community watch program in which individuals can apply to volunteer and be a positive presence on the campuses for students while also monitoring and checking for any potential safety concerns. All Lion Guard volunteers must undergo a criminal background check and will participate in civilian response to active shooter events training and stop the bleed training. Anyone who is interested is welcome to apply. Go to the Lockhart ISD website and from the menu tab click on Parents and scroll down to hit the Volunteer in LISD. Join the Pride of Lockhart tab and sign up. Attention parents of all young athletes. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Then join us at Lions Legacy, where our dedicated and experienced coaches provide free group training sessions to help you improve your skills and reach your full potential. We also offer low-cost private and sports-specific training as well. But that's not all. By joining our Legacy program, you'll have access to camps, scholarships, community events, team-building exercises, tutoring, and more throughout your school and athletic career. So come be a part of something special and start building your legacy today. Join us at Lions Legacy and let's take your game to the next level. For more info, go to www.lionslegacy.org or call us at 512-200-2005. Go Lions!
Ritchie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 Photo Booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Ritchie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift. From pro sports, college, high school and inspirational tumblers. Here at Shimmer Me Tumblers we can create what you're looking for. We can create just about any design or style to give your tumbler a one-of-a-kind look. So, look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook and on TikTok. Or you can email us at shimmermetumblers0@gmail.com.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
Are set up for an onside kick, and that's what's going to happen. That one's going to be a high kick, and that was going to be picked up.
Number 11.
That's Dickens.
Dickens,
Dickens,
and he's
gonna
bringing it
take
all the way back, and he'll take it into the end zone for a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Ashton Dickens,
talking
Lockhart
about.
quarterback with the kickoff return for a touchdown.
That one's going to be hit hard up the middle towards center field and out of here for a 2-run shot.
Run the slot T.
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of a long pooch kick as Quavon Reese will field it right around the 17-yard line.
All right.
They'll bring it up the middle. Got one person to beat. The kicker's left to beat, and Quavon Reese down the far sideline into the end zone for the Lockhart Lions touchdown. We'll have a 1-0 advantage, and that one's going to be swung on and hit towards right field. That's going to find the gap out in right center field, and that's going to be out of here as Contreras will lead the game off with an opposite field home run. And here comes Plowman. He loses the dribble. That one's going to be stolen by Ashton Dickens all by himself. And the dunk from Dickens. And we are back from the Lockhart line timeout as we all set up 4th down and 7. That's going to be a handoff to Gonzalez. He goes around the right side, got some room to run, cuts it off to the outside, into the end zone for another Lockhart Lion touchdown. This one from 33.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsor Kent Riddle Properties. Now let's take you to the stadium with the Lions Pride Sports broadcast crew. From his home studio, Kent Riddle is the QA, the football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary, and in his 10th season as the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
And we are live once again for Friday Night Football here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we took a short 2-week break. And, of course, who missed high school football? Want to welcome everybody as the Lockhart Lions will be taking on the Liberty Hill Panthers here from Liberty Hill, Texas at Panther Stadium. My name is Emilio Sarge White. Is going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. The man to the right of me, he's our football analyst, the coach, Amato Galvez, and sitting up above in the nosebleed is our color commentary for Friday Night Football, TD Tom Dunn. Welcome, gentlemen. It's been 2 weeks since we've been here on Friday nights, and I know we've been chomping at the bit. I know Coach has.
Oh, definitely.
But welcome once again back to the broadcast, gentlemen. And, of course, it's going to be a big night of football for the Lockhart Lions as they desperately need a win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. Lockhart comes into tonight's contest 1-1 in district play, while the Liberty Hill Panthers are 2-1 at district play. And TD, what's the importance of this football game mean for Lockhart Lions and Lockhart Lions fans all over the world?
Well, it's huge. Lockhart right now, they're 1-1 in district, which currently puts us at 5th. But really this year, this early in the year, it doesn't mean a whole lot because, you still got 3-4 games left to play. So really getting a win tonight is what starts to edge you up that hill towards getting enough wins to get into the playoffs. And tonight is a really important game. And, Liberty Hill's a tough customer, and they have been in years past, though this year, they've taken a couple losses uncharacteristic for them. But at the same time, after this game, it doesn't get any easier. You go into rivalry week against Bastrop, and then you've still got to play Piper, who, to me, Piper seems like they're the toughest team in the district right now, and that's our last away game. So I don't know that there's no more pushovers coming, so we got to start winning some games, and better to do it early than late.
Well, better now than never, Coach. Importance coming off of a big defeat against San Antonio Veterans Memorial at home. A game that Lockhart could have won, but what was the big factor in that game where the Lockhart Lions were unable to come up with a big victory?
Well, I'm sure if anybody saw the game, the one big deciding factor on the football game was our defense. We just couldn't tackle anybody. And hopefully they had an open date last week, and hopefully they worked on tackling, not just the individually, but team tackling also, because there's a lot of runs that we could have stopped for a 5-yard loss, and it ended up being a pretty long touchdown run. So hopefully they worked on tackling fundamentals, and that's what the whole reason of open date is, to get healthy and work on fundamentals. Go back and do a little one-on-one tackling, and hopefully the Lockhart Lions worked on that this past week. Big game tonight. Because we have to win tonight, but also win next week. Because it's not going to help us if we win tonight and lose next week. Because we'll be back in the pack. Because there's going to be a battle for first place, second place, third, and fourth.
Yeah, you might as well throw a battle in there for fifth place. As last year, Lockhart started off district play 1-2 with the victory over Cedar Creek and losses to Veterans Memorial and Liberty Hill in back-to-back weeks. And Lockhart ended up running the table from there on out and taking the number 3 spot. The only difference from last year to this year, Bastrop is a lot better team. Kerrville-Tivy is Kerrville-Tivy.
Everybody's a better team this year in our district.
And once again, just like TD was mentioning and Coach mentioned, Piper is up there. Right now they hold the number 1 spot in district as they have a 5-1 overall record, 2-0 in district play. Followed up by Liberty Hill at 4-3, 2-1 in district. Bastrop 5-2, having their best season in years. They are 2-1 in district play. Then Veterans Memorial in the number 4 spot right now. They are 4-2 at 1-1. Then we got us, Lockhart Lions, 2-4 overall, 1-1 in district play. Tivy 5-2 overall, 1-2 in district play. And Cedar Creek 0-7 overall and 0-3 in district play. And of course, speaking of district play, we got some district games going on tonight. For District 13, 5A Division 2, Region 4. Of course, we got Lockhart here at Liberty Hill, and then we got Veterans Memorial High School at Memorial Stadium in Bastrop, Texas, to take on the Bears. That's going to be a big game right there. And Cedar Creek is on the road at Warrior Stadium to take on the Piper Warriors, and of course, that means Kerrville-Tivy has the week off. And I'm ready for a big game tonight.
Well,
I'm ready for a big game tonight, and
I'll tell you what, we're going to see tonight is a big rushing game.
Yes.
So both these teams running the ball a ton. Liberty Hill, like the old coach said, they're exactly who you think they are. They're going to come out in the slot tee. They're going to hand it off. The guy they're going to hand it off to the most is going to be Ben Carter. He's the fullback. He's usually the first man through the line. He'll be number 28. This kid's racked up 1,222 yards on the season. He's at 174 yards per game, and he's ranked right up there. I think he's like number 10th in the state of Texas in rushing. And then you're also going to see Joe Pitchford as well, and Jack Pitchford. You'll see both of them in the game, brothers. One of them's a quarterback, one of them's a running back. Joe, he's the running back that comes from the far wing, gets the ball in a lot of the outside runs. But 70% of the time, they're giving that ball to the first man through the line, and that's Ben Carter. He runs downhill. He puts his head down. He lowers his shoulder pads, and he just runs through people. So in order to stop them, you know what it is. You got to be strong up front. Fortunately for Lockhart, they have been strong up front this year, but the one thing they may kind of lack up front is size. What they've got is speed, which can be beneficial as well. Last year we saw Lockhart defense do some things to try to offset that quickness and that punch you in the mouth style Liberty Hill by doing last second adjustments to kind of try to mess up their blocking assignments. You really know what they're going to do, so it's not like you're going to get yourself out of position sliding one gap over. But I look for Lockhart to do that again tonight, as Lockhart was Liberty Hill's toughest game last year until they came up against Port Neches Grove in the quarterfinals and were beat soundly by them. But it was a close game last year. I look for it to be a close game this year and a lot of yards on the ground. And if you don't mind, Sarge, I'll go ahead and roll over to Lockhart talking about rushing the ball. Liberty Hill runs the ball. Well, guess what? So do we. Lockhart's got Mr. My Time Nathaniel Gonzalez. So he is currently 14th in the state in rushing. That's not 5A. That's not, region. He is 14th in the state. He's racked up 1,197 yards. He's second in 5A Division II. He's into the national rankings at their 160. This offense is the best offense Lockhart has had in 80 years, period. They have scored 30 points in now, I think, 12 games straight.
12 games straight.
Which, when it was at 8 games or 10 games, it hadn't been done in like 80 years. So who knows how far back. It's probably the first time Lockhart scored more than 30 points in 12 consecutive games. But Lockhart can put up the points, but just like Coach said, it's all going to come down to defense. Tackling was one of the biggest issues last week. I know I talked to a lot of people this week about, at the end of the game, we play for overtime, time management. Well, none of that matters if you stop them. You can't go to overtime if you're not tied up at the end of the game. So, again, like always, defense going to be a big key to see if they can hold this Liberty Hill offense. The good thing is they don't air it out. The bad thing is they will go for it on 4th down. I'd say out to 4th and 6, as long as they're on the positive end of the field. They're pretty much going to go for it just about every time. So you just have to be ready for it and never expect to be getting off field on a 4th down unless it's 4th and 10.
And we pretty much saw the blueprint last night at the JV game. Luckily for Lockhart, we had 2 weeks to prepare for the slot tee, because the slot tee is not something you see every week. It's very, very hard to get a scout tee to simulate the offense that Liberty Hill runs. They come so quick at you that you have to be ready. And one key to the game, like I mentioned last night at the JV game, do not fall for the eye candy. Eye candy means don't fall for the motions and all this little stuff that they do. Just stay your position, play your position, stay focused, and be ready, because they're coming now.
And we'll keep you a wide-angle camera shot all night so that we don't make the mistake of following the ball around. That was, the case last year with the game at Lockhart and the young students' video, and it's almost impossible to tell who has the ball. So you start following one guy, and I do it with my own eyes, and before you know it, they actually give it that first man through the line, and he's 20 yards down the field.
Yeah, especially speaking of the students that were filming the game last year, we got Ryan Peterson, who was a senior last year, working the camera at Lockhart High School football field with the AV group, and he's going to be with us working the camera for us tonight. So if you don't get the great shot, you could always blame Ryan. Nah, he's done a fantastic job for us, and it's great to have him back here with us. I gave him a call and said, hey, you're the first one I'm looking for. He goes, you want to come and video? He said, sure. So, and Ryan's done a couple of basketball games for NFHS for playoffs, and some football games as well when we're doing the San Antonio Warriors. So you're going to get a great video shot throughout the whole night.
You'll get the Walmart special tonight.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about some key players on the defensive side of the football for Lockhart tonight, because really, like we said, the defense has got to come up big. So we talked about it. We got some definitely some quick guys, and they've got some pretty good size, but they don't have the 250 plus size. But one of the guys who's got to have a good game tonight, that's going to be number 56, Joseph Blue. He's one of our bigger guys, probably our strongest guy in the defensive line. He'll be coming up against a double team all night. He's going to have to fight through it and plug up his hole in order for the linebackers to be able to flow over the top. Also look for Tyler Staten to have a big game. Tyler's long and has those long arms and can really reach out and grab someone. And then Edward Mendoza, who's moved down and played nose guard quite a bit. He's there for a reason, because he's stocky, he's got strong legs, and that's exactly what you need against this type of offense that Liberty Hill runs. And then beyond that, you got to look for guys like Gathens and Brown to really crash down and come hard at this run. Because, man, they get to that second level really quickly. So you got to be ready on that second level, and you have to tackle solid.
And tackle solid is what Lockhart needs to do. Of course, that was one of the bugaboos last time we were out there at Lions Field against the Veterans Memorial. It was a lot of running. A lot of rushing yards were allowed. And when you count for rushing yards, I mean, Liberty Hill does it. Nobody does it better than Liberty Hill on the ground.
Well, and you said a lot were allowed last week. That was by both teams. Last week we saw for the first time this year, really, Ashton Dickens turn all the way loose. And I think he rushed for, what was it?
370.
370 yards by himself last week. Ashton Dickens turned it up. And, he had a kind of an injury there in the fourth quarter where he hurt an ankle, and he got taped up just in time to kind of get back in there at overtime. But that was when Veterans Memorial finally kind of figured it out and started putting 10 men in the box. Completely disrespect Lockhart pass coming off the receivers. So Lockhart was unable to turn that to a victory. But I do look for more of that tonight. I'd love to see something where they get Ashton out on the perimeter, give him the option to throw it downfield or run the ball. Like we said earlier, Lockhart's going to score a lot of points. I look for this one to be a shootout, probably just like we had last week.
And following up on what you're saying, TD, is the Ashton had a great week last week. Not 2 weeks ago against Veterans Memorial. I'd like to give kudos to the offensive line, because Ashton can't do it by himself. The offensive line did a fantastic job, and I'd like to mention those guys' name. At center, we have Richard Diaz. Right guard, we have Dylan Ovalle. Left guard, we got Darby. Right tackle, we have Brady Stevenson. And at left tackle, we have Alex Richardson. Those guys did a fantastic job I expect for them to have a good night tonight, and hopefully they do, and we have a very good success tonight.
When talk about size, that's where Lockhart does have the sizes on that side of the ball. Coach, what do you think? If you're one of these coaches, are you looking across the ball at those offensive linemen going, I think he could plug a hole on defense?
Yeah. So real quick, I want to give a couple of shout-outs to folks that are tuning in. One, Michael Mendez. David Hepner says, let's roar, Lions. We can move on down. Of course, John Camacho, he's here at the game watching the broadcast.
All right.
Watching the Kreitz Market pregame show. Thank you for tuning in.
Get your shoulder pads, John.
Yeah, Mark Delgado, Alyssa Whited, and Eddie Vasquez watching along with a host of other Lockhart Lions.
What's up,
and
Eddie V?
Of course, one Lockhart line I'd like to give a big shout-out to is our main sponsor, Kent Riddle Properties. He's not only our main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, but he is also our QA guy. He is back at his home studio QAing for us tonight, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans. And for tonight's broadcast, all you Liberty Hill Panther fans that may be tuning in and watching either on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Welcome to the broadcast. Once again, my name is Emilio Sarge-Waters, going to be bringing you the play-by-play action. The coach, Amado Galvez, our football analyst for Friday night. Up in the nosebleeds, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary. And once again, on the camera, one Ryan Peterson. And back at his home studio, just as I mentioned, Kent Riddle doing a QA for us tonight.
I'd like to mention also, Sarge, Coach Mavis asked me to speak to the team just briefly the other day after practice. And I pretty much told them, nobody expects you to win. Nobody expects you to win this game. So your job to go out there and show these people who are saying that and prove them wrong. Show them that Lockhart's a football team. Show them that you can do it. Show them that you can come to Liberty Hill and beat a very good football team.
And here comes that very good football team. Liberty Hill decked out in the yellow uniforms tonight, looking like the Savannah Bananas taking the field
Hey,
down
I was
there.
about to say that.
So, folks, if you've never been all the way out here to Liberty Hill, it is an absolutely beautiful stadium. We'll give you a pan around. We see our Lockhart Lions come around. Mr. Cameraman, if you could zoom out and kind of show the folks around, what I love about Liberty Hill here is they have grouped together their tennis courts, their baseball field, their softball field, their football field, the practice field. It's all grouped together within one block, so everything's accessible, and it's an absolutely beautiful setup here in Liberty Hill for Friday Night Lights. We're getting later in the year here, so we now start under the lights here.
And it's a lot cooler. And, of course, we got one Joe Escobedo Sr., former Lockhart Lion himself, watching from Ohio. And, of course, we got somebody else that watches from Ohio.
We do. That's my sister, Sarah Dunn. She tunes in from Waverly, Ohio, every week. Yeah, you talked about it. It's cooler. And to tell you so, at kickoff here, it will be 81 degrees here in Liberty Hill by the time they kick this ball off, and that is a far stretch from the 106 degrees that we started the season. Actually, it's already 79 degrees out there.
All right, so we're going to turn off our headsets and turn up the crowd mic as they play the national anthem here at Liberty Hill Panther Stadium.
Presenting the colors tonight are the Liberty Hill Panther Cadets Color Guard, led by Color Guard Commander Captain Anna Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we honor our great nation with the singing of our national anthem by the Liberty Hill High School Choir, under the direction of Miss Davina Hendricks, signing the lyrics of the Liberty Hill High School American Sign Language students. Ladies and gentlemen, notice the Panthers are wearing gold tonight in support of everyone fighting childhood cancer everywhere, but especially the families impacted in our Liberty Hill community. Panther fans, get on your feet and cheer loud for the strength and courage of these brave young people and their families.
Sarge, you can see it on the camera. Liberty Hill is a big squad.
Almost like a college squad.
Well, so Liberty Hill comes in here with 50. I think Lockhart, we're sitting at around 38 players.
All right, so captains for the Liberty Hill Panthers going to be number 4, Aiden Camarena, number 28, Ben Carter, number 10, Samuel Knox, and number 58, Evan Nielsen.
And on the Lockhart side of the ball, same captains you've had all year. You've got number 44, Trent Holcomb. You've got number 33, Trey Brown. Number 7, Edward Mendoza. And finish it off with the big man, number 75, Alex Richardson. And Lockhart's captains are elected by the team at the beginning of the year, and they'll be the captains all the way to the end of the year. Last year, Lockhart had junior and senior captains. This year, they're all seniors.
And the coin toss as the Lockhart Lions will pick heads or tails. It looks like Liberty Hill won the coin toss. And they will defer for the second half, so the Lockhart Lions will have the ball to start the game off.
Well, that's a good way to start against Liberty Hill. Get out there, see if you can put some points on the board and keep them chasing.
And it looks like Lockhart's going to be defending the south zone while the Panthers will defend the north zone. And we got a slight little breeze coming in from the north.
So I was watching during pregame warm-ups, watching the kickers, and if they were kicking into the north, boy, they were having a hard time. Whereas when they kicked into the south here, I mean, they were able to make it from much further out. I think Ocampo was kicking it all the way to the 45 from his end zone, kicking towards the south. So pretty stiff wind, probably about 15 miles an hour coming out of the north. Probably going to be a factor in the kicking game. I'd fully expect to see the opening kickoff, maybe go out of bounds here. He's got the wind in his back.
Yeah, before the kickoff, I do want to give a big shout out to my wife, Blanca, who's back at home, one of my biggest supporters. I want to thank her for her support for Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and for myself to come out here and do this for all you Lockhart Lions fans out there. And for my baby girl who's up in heaven. I do this for all y'all and for my baby girl. And I want to give a big shout out to my wife. She is the backbone of this family, and I couldn't be more prouder to call her my wife. So Panthers will be kicking the ball away, back deep to return the kick. That looks like My Time Gonzalez, or Frohawk, that's back there, back deep.
And he was really working pregame on catching those kickoffs, and every time he'd catch one, he was running 30, 40 yards with it.
Yeah, kicking off will be Connor Hawkins, and the Change in Faces Academy is underway first quarter, and that one's going to go in and out of the end zone. So the Lockhart Lions will have the ball first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. And, of course, we spoke about it during the Christ Market pregame show. Ashton Dickens with a big night 2 weeks ago, 370 yards on the ground. Lockhart Lions will need another performance like that. And, of course, My Time had just about a little over 200 yards. He's already eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
Yeah, he's up there at 1,190.
Ooh.
So 97, so he'll go into 1,200 here in the first carry, most likely.
So here we go. My Time with the handoff goes right over the right side, and he'll pick up about 2 yards. It'll make it second down and 8.
Start off the good start with a good snap in the center.
Well, that's 1,199.
99. We're going to party like it's 1,200 here in a few minutes.
Picks up second and 8 for the Lions.
And we have Gage Deutsch, Caden Mavis up top. A low snap rolling to his right, throwing on the second play to Mavis, and that's going to be a little bit out of his reach.
Incomplete. Right about the center too much. It goes slow snap that time.
Well, and they worked that quite a bit before the game, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long here on the first opening series for Lockhart. Lockhart will drop one of the tight ends, bring in another receiver, so they'll have 3 receivers on one side of the field.
We have Mavis, Frohawk, and Gage. And My Time in the backfield, offset to the left side. Third down and 8. Dickens looking to pitch. He'll keep it himself, and great defense coming around the outside, and Ashton will lose a yard. Leading the way for the Liberty Hill Panthers is going to be number 56, Alistair Vallejo.
And number 44, Jacob Morris, also in there as well.
Good job with that defensive end for the Liberty Hill Panthers.
So Lockhart will bring out the punting unit, and Ocampo will have to punt into that stiff wind. We'll see if he tries to kind of keep this one low. Kicked a few pregame that got up in that wind, and they just hit the pause button.
Yeah, nobody back deep to return the kick for the Panthers.
Looks like someone left a shoe on the field.
And it's going to be end over end kick. It'll take a bounce at the 44-yard line in Panther territory. And it'll be down at the 39-yard line.
So only a 31-yard punt into that stiff wind. The Panthers will take over with pretty good field position here.
And get ready, because here comes the Liberty Hill offense.
Yeah, don't blink, folks. They'll break this huddle, and they'll snap the ball in under a second. Or under 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Crowd might get a little loud, so we cut it off for you.
Quarterback.
And quarterback keeper going around the left side. And that's Reese out there.
Picks up a first down.
And Trey Brown runs him out of bounds after a pickup of about 14 yards.
It'll be a big first down for the Panthers on their first play of the game. And they'll have the ball in line territory at the 46-yard line.
And that's the thing. You've got to account for 3 people every single play. You essentially just have to tackle all 3 of them.
They hand off to the first man through the line, and he's going to be stopped after about a 5-yard gain.
And that's their best running back. That's number 28, Ben Carter. He's also over 1,200 yards on the year and averages about 174 per game.
Got a player down for Lockhart.
And while we have an injury timeout, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves, too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Gridiron Warriors take the field in an epic battle that is larger than life. It is called Texas High School Football. Only one show can bring the greatest sport from the greatest state into focus. Lone Star Gridiron.
Okay.
And we are back after the injury timeout. It's second down and 5 for the Panthers. And it'll be a handoff to the running back coming around the near side. That's going to be number 6 with the carry.
And great job by Lockhart sniffing that one out, as it looked like Edward Mendoza was one of the first ones there, along with Trey Brown as well.
That was Joe Pitchard with the carry. He'll pick up about 4 yards. That'll bring up third down and 1.
Which means nothing to Liberty Hill. No. That means they've got 2 downs to get a yard.
Bunch formation, be quarterback keeper right up the middle, and that'll be good enough for a first down. And the Panthers will have the ball first down and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And as I said, all 22 men on the field knew exactly what was coming right there. You try to stop it, but it is hard to stop them from pushing forward for a yard.
Especially when they go so fast and on first down.
Well, Lockhart did a good job of getting ready. Linebackers are right up in the line, just big push.
Man in motion. They'll hand it off to number 24 going around the left side. They'll stretch the play towards the end, and it'll be another first down for the Panthers as Quavon Reese comes up with the stop.
And Gathen's down there to help him run out of bounds. Tell you what, great job by Trey Brown on that play. Lockhart did not get the stop, but Trey Brown came hard and took on 2 blockers, which should have meant Lockhart got the tackle, but speed too much around the outside.
And that was DJ Seaborn with the carry.
And Brown's playing on a bad wheel, but he's doing the best he can out there.
Yeah, first and 10 at the 22. Quarterback keeper coming around the near side, gets the gap. And nice job in the open field by Bart Key to come up with the stop.
That was definitely a touchdown saving tackle there, as no one was left on the next level. Bart Key is a cornerback, but when you play an offense like this, guess what? You're defensive end.
Yeah.
And he's playing it just like that.
So they'll mark the ball down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Man in motion. It'll be to Carter, and he'll go around right up the middle, untouched for a touchdown.
And that's what they do right there, folks. Sometimes it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but it can turn into 20 real quick.
So Carter with the 13-yard touchdown run.
Liberty Hill going to pull out the swinging gate.
Swing gate.
Lockhart's not adjusting to it.
Timeout, Lockhart. Had one man over for the
Trey Brown was out there with 7 Liberty Hill offensive players.
And you could probably hear Trey Brown saying, "Don't worry about it, guys. I got it.
I got this."
And then you could hear Coach Mavis in the background. Timeout.
So the Lions will take a timeout with 8:31 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. And Lockhart Lions had the ball to start the game off, unable to pick up a first down, had to punt the ball away. And that is what has led us here as the Panthers score from 13 yards out on a Ben Carter touchdown run as we await the extra point try or the 2-point conversion, whichever way the Panthers want to go.
And Lockhart training staff wearing pink this week and on our Breast Cancer Awareness Week, as well as many of the fans over there and several of the cheerleaders. Some of the players got some pink as well.
Good to see.
And Liberty Hill comes out in a field goal formation this time.
The man that just scored the touchdown will be the placeholder. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Panthers lead the Lockhart Lions 7-0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
All right, we're back with 8:31 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Liberty Hill Panthers 7, Lockhart Lions 0 off of a 13-yard touchdown run by Ben Carter.
And Connor Hawkins will kick it off. He is a Baylor commit. D1 kicking leg there, and he shows it.
Yeah, that one goes out of the end zone.
That one landed about 10 yards past the end zone. You get a D1 leg and put a 15-mile-an-hour wind behind it, and there's no returning the ball in this end of the field tonight.
Definitely not at all. So the Lockhart Lions will have their second possession. Will start their second possession once again. Deja vu time at the 25-yard line in Lion territory, as they were able to only manage 2 yards on their first possession before having to punt the ball away. And we'll start off with 2 receivers up top. Dickens gets the snap, hands it off to My Time Gonzalez, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And that's number 46, Gray Hargrove, who came unblocked. Tell you what, you cannot leave a big defender like that unblocked. Hargrove is a sophomore. But man, he's a big fella.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. And they'll bring My Time back, and snap back goes back to Ashton. Wasn't expecting it. And it's going to prompt. That'll be a 4-yard loss.
Miscommunication on that one as Dickens was waiting for the motion to pass across, and the snap came before My Time had crossed the center, and Dickens not ready with it and nowhere to go with it.
Yeah. Bit of miscommunication there.
So for the second time, Lockhart's faced with a 3rd and long. We'll see if Lockhart can pull something out of the hat to get the offense going.
Yeah. This time it's going to be 3rd down and 14 for the Lions.
And we know they can be explosive in a hurry.
Dropping back. Got pressure coming right up the middle. Dickens rolls around to his right, throws it out to his intended receiver, and That'll be incomplete. And that looks like that was Nate Garcia, the intended receiver.
And good coverage down the field by Liberty Hill on that one as everyone was covered up. Really nowhere for Dickens to go with the ball.
And that'll bring Omar Ocampo for the second time to punt the ball away.
And they will not drop anyone back as he's got that stiff wind in his face.
Good snap and another good punt. This time it's going to bounce in line territory, and
good bounce there.
It'll take a roll into Panther territory, and that's where it's going to be down by Trey Brown.
And actually only a 27-yard punt on that one. But in this wind, you just not a whole lot you can do. I don't know. Wish you had a rugby-style kicker. That would be effective.
And the Panthers will start their second drive at the 48-yard line.
And while the Panthers are dang good, they're not infallible as they have dropped 3 this year.
As the NASCAR offense heads to the line of scrimmage.
Little jet sweep.
Jet sweep coming around the near side to number 24. And he's going to be ran out of bounds. That's going to be DJ Seaborn with the run.
And great job there by Lockhart to string that play all the way out to the sideline. Aiden Scott out there as well as Bart Key stringing that play out. 2-3 yard gain for this offense, that's holding them.
Yeah, if you could get this Panther offense to go east to west, you're doing something good. It's keeping them going from north to south is the problem.
That's right.
And there's going to be a penalty flag that'll stop the play. It's going to be false start.
And that's one of the bugaboos of going so fast is you have got to have 11 men in rhythm, and if they're not, you will get those penalties.
Yeah, they have to get a chance to get set. Sometimes they go so fast that they don't have time to get set.
And that'll back them up to 2nd down and 12.
And the ball will be at the 46-yard line.
First
and it'll
man
hand
through.
off to Carter right up the middle. He'll cross midfield once again.
And Lockhart plays that one really well. As looks like that's going to be number 22, Ben Mendez.
Aiden Scott. Yeah, Aiden Scott also on the tackle. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. At 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Fast moving first quarter.
Of course, this is probably going to be 4th down territory for them as well. And they'll hand it off to Carter around the left side. Takes a big hit.
Good job on defense.
I didn't even see the number, but how much I bet it's Trey Brown. Yeah. Oh, no, it looks like that was number 44.
Trent Holcomb with the big hit.
Good job.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and 4.
I only assume it because we've seen it so many times. But, yeah, Holcomb with a big hit on that one.
Yeah, don't see
and this is winning. This is what winning against the Liberty Hill offense looks like, taking them all the way to 4th down and 4th and 4, which is intermediate for this down and distance.
And quarterback drives back to throw, and that one's going to be completed to number 6, all by himself in the end zone.
Well, they don't pass often, but when they do and they score like that, keep it in your pocket and use it when it counts.
Jack Pitcher to Joe Pitcher.
Brother to brother on that one. I talked about it pregame. This Liberty Hill team only averages about 25, 35 yards a game passing. That's their game total of passing yards right there. And they're going to go up, maybe 15-0 on Lockhart. We'll see what happens here. Okay. And they'll bring it back in. Lockhart makes the adjustment that time.
And not only they make the adjustment, the referees make the adjustment also.
Mm-hmm.
So snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And I tell you what, great job by Ben Carter. That one was more towards the backside of him, and he had to reach back for it and bring it back in.
Talking about on the hold.
Yes. So with 5:55 left to go, the Liberty Hill Panthers put 7 more on the board and lead the Lions by a score of 14-0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience, from diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions. Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information.
Remember, he's just a freshman.
And we are back.
And if Frohock's going to want to have a chance to return this one, he's going to need to get back there somewhere near lane 1 or 2 of the track.
Or wind blows any further.
Just
There's
stand at the locker room.
the highway down there towards the right side.
It's almost like playing that old game Jackpot.
So once again, Connor Hawkins gets set to boot this one away. And once again, out of the field of play.
It looks easy, too, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
When he boots
like
it.
he's done it before.
That's why he's going to Baylor.
So once again, for the third time, the Lockhart Lions will start at the 25-yard line. Still looking for their first down of the game.
And with these yellow uniforms, I know at some point tonight I'll slip up and say the Savannah Bananas. I've been watching them a lot on Facebook Reels and YouTube lately. And so Lockhart will come with that 2 tight end set that they've used.
I'll hand it off to My Time Gonzalez. And he'll be wrapped up just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Caleb Nicholas, number 52, with the stop.
Number 10, Knox, supposed to be their stud linebacker.
And Liberty Hill so far playing the run up the middle really well, as Lockhart's only been able to pick up 2 yards at a time. And now Lockhart goes away from the 2 tight end look and brings in 5 wide receivers, going to go empty.
Empty.
And Dickens draws back, looking to his left, throws it out to the flat, got the receiver wide open. That's Frohock. And he'll make a move out to the 28-yard line.
And unfortunately, same result. Only good for a yard there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. But at the same time, starting to stretch him out a little bit. Move horizontally. And add some dimension to the offense. And so Lockhart brings that second tight end, Staten, back in. You'll have 12 personnel. Frohock and Deutsch will still be the receivers up top.
Yeah, Frohock on the deep receiver.
3rd and 6 for the Lions.
Dropping back, looks to his right. Has to tuck it in, and Dickens taking off with it, and he'll lose a couple of yards.
Slight bit of hesitation there cost them as they were able to get a beat on him. And it'll be punting time for the 3rd series in a row for the Lions. Lockhart unable to move the sticks against this stingy Liberty Hill defense.
It'll be 4th and 8 coming up. And once again, nobody's going to be going back deep for the Panthers. And as TD mentioned, Ocampo kicking into the wind.
The first punt was 34 yards, and the second one was 27.
And this one's going to be a high one as the wind's going to hold it up. It'll take a bounce at the 50 and a big line roll into Panther territory. Out to the 36-yard line.
And that one goes for 35, so still better. About all as good as you're going to do, and that wind probably is about 35 yards. And so this will be the furthest back starting position the Panthers have had tonight. The ball on the 36-yard line. Lockhart defense did show some definite signs of being able to hold the Panthers before they were fooled on the pass with nobody in coverage. We'll see if they can do it again here.
It'll be a handoff to number 24, and he's going to be held in check after a 2-yard gain. That's going to be DJ Seaborn with the carry.
And Tyler Staten, the first man to get a hand on him in the backfield and slow him down. Holcomb helping finish him off, as well as Gathens.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. With the ball at the 38-yard line. And hand off to Carter. First man up the middle.
Not much there.
Well, he'll get a good chunk of about 4 yards.
That looked like the far side linebacker there. I think that's Portillo on the far side.
It looks like we're going to have an injury timeout on the field. Now, as they take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout too. And you're watching Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 photo booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Ritchie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Who are the two? Who else?
All right, we're back, and Lockhart Lion was able to get up and walk off the field underneath his own power. Carter with the carry. Big run. Fumbles the football, picks it up. And he's finally going to be brought down by Trey Brown as he gets deep into line territory out to the 39-yard line. And what a way, like the bounce of the football.
Lucky bounce,
very lucky bounce as
right,
Ben Carter fumbled it. And
right back to him. 1st and 10, Liberty Hill Panthers.
Oh, and fumble on the snap, and a penalty flag is going to be blown. It's going to be false start. Of course, we want to give a big shout out to everybody tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast.
And looking back on the replay, that was a collision with his own player that caused a fumble on the previous play. So Liberty Hill puts the ball on the ground twice, 2 plays consecutively, but that one was blown dead for a penalty. That could be huge for the Lions. Turnovers win football games, don't they, Coach?
Yes, sir.
1st down and 15 coming up for the Panthers. We have 2:22 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Handoff up the middle to Carter, and he'll get it back 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. About 2.5 yards shy, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. They're going to make it 2nd down and 13.
2:13 left in the first quarter.
So in the middle of the defensive line, you've got Blue and Mendoza. Take a close look at them here on this next play, folks. Both those two cats are getting great launch off the ball.
Awesome, we'll take it.
And so there's going to be a holding penalty on that one, moving back another 10 yards. That ought to make it 2nd down and 23.
That'll stay 1st down.
Oh, yep.
That'll make it 1st down and 25.
Wow. 1st and very long for the Panthers.
What do we got here? It looks like maybe another false start. Just correcting the down there.
Yeah, guys, look for something tricky here because Liberty Hill has always something up their sleeve.
They've got 2 or 3 things up their sleeve that we watch this offense.
1st down and 25 coming up.
First man through? Nope.
No, quarterback keeps it, rolls to his left, got the receiver out there. That's Ben Carter with the catch. And Trey Brown with the tackle.
Trey Brown was right there with him, just not close enough to get a hand, but talk about a play taking a long time to develop. Got to get some pressure. If they're going to drop him back that long, got to get some pressure on him.
Still 2nd down.
And give a shout out to James Mendez as Go Lions, watcher from Gonzales, Texas.
James, our head custodian at Lockhart High School.
And long-time Lockhart resident before he moved down there to Gonzales.
Yeah, so from 1st and 25 to 2nd and 4. Yeah, it's going to be a pitch out here to the near side, and that one's going to be fumbled.
Wow.
And great job by DJ Seaborn to come up with it.
We'll take it.
Well, and that's the 2nd player to fumble without being hit.
Sometimes that ball comes a little bit awkward because the quarterback's making a basketball pitch, not your normal little toss out there.
I wouldn't think the weather has anything to do with it, but this is probably the coolest weather either one of these teams have played football in this year. It's right around 75 degrees down on the field.
Third and 8 coming up.
1st, 3rd and long.
This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. Got pressure coming from the front. Throws off his back foot.
Oh, yeah.
And that one's going to be incomplete.
Good pressure there by, I think it was it 14?
That's Portillo with the pressure. And that'll stop the clock with 19 seconds.
Hey, great job. Great discipline there by Lockhart as looks like Liberty Hill will probably go for a field goal here. Let's see. Yep, they are going to go for a field goal.
Yeah, ball's going to be placed at the 45.
Yarder.
Yeah, 55-yarder with a nice gust of wind behind his back. It's Connor Hawkins.
I watched him nail him from this distance before the game, but it's a little different when you got to make that trajectory lower.
Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it's going to be short.
No good.
No good.
All right.
Huge stop for the Lockhart Lions there as they're down 14. Looks like Lockhart will get the ball and get to do at least one play here before the end of the first quarter. That is huge for the Lions in terms of momentum right there, because if Liberty Hill goes up 3 scores there, you may never catch them, but now Lockhart's got a chance.
Got Marianne Hernandez-Lopez. Let's go Lions. Watch it from Houston, Texas. And, of course, last night we had their sub-varsity game of the week as the Lockhart Lions lost to the Panthers, the Liberty Hill Panthers, 24-6. The freshman group came here to Liberty Hill and took the loss 35-21.
Oh, Liberty Hill looking for the sweep of the Lions.
Yeah, 1st and 10. Ball's going to be bounced back to Dickens. He scoops it up, throws it right over the middle.
Oh, there's a hold
and
there.
There's a hold right there, and that one's going to be should go against the Panthers.
Yeah, and he had a hold of Mabus. If he doesn't, Mabus comes free and catches this ball, but definitely had a hold of the shirt of Caden Mabus. That's going to be go against number 4, Aiden Camarena, their safety with the hold. And so that'll move the ball 15 yards forward for Lockhart.
Well, I don't know if we can call it holding or pass interference. All right.
Yeah.
And so Lockhart will get one more play before the first quarter runs out. And that's one of those, you either hold him or you watch him catch it and run.
Yeah, and like they say, sometimes it's better to get 15 than give 6.
And so Lockhart on the plus side of the field for the first time tonight.
And Dickens looking for a spot, goes around the right side,
There
got
he
some
goes.
room to run.
Oh.
Gets the edge down the far sideline to the 15, 10, 5. End zone, no flag on the field. Touchdown, Lockhart.
And just like that, Lockhart Lions claw their way back into this game. Want to point something out on that last play. Incredible blocking by the wide receivers out on the edge. You had both Deutsch and Mabus out there holding their blocks for a long, long time, and then doing a good job not to hold or block in the back as Dickens went by them. Give a couple of those yards to those 2 great wide receivers out there blocking for Dickens as he made magic happen.
I tell you what, once he hit the sidelines, you know he's going to score.
I will say Liberty Hill surprised me with their ability to kind of keep up there. Definitely have some speed on the defensive side of the ball.
And we knew it was just a matter of time before Ashton Dickens found his spot, and he found a great one into the end zone for a touchdown as we come for the extra point try. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Lockhart Lions are back in this. Still trail 14-7 as we end the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we are back for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as Ashton Dickens brings the crowd to their feet for the Lockhart Lions and puts it into the end zone for 7 after the extra point try. It is Liberty Hill Panthers 14, Lockhart Lions 7.
Coach Gilbert dialing up the quarterback power, running behind the right side of that big offensive line, putting my time right out in front of him as a blocker and creating a big hole for Dickens.
So here we go. Ocampo will be ready to boot this one away as he'll have the win at his back.
That's right.
And he'll step into it. And it'll be an onside kick. And it's going to go out of bounds.
But no penalty.
As it was touched by the Panthers as
That's a good attempt.
before
It
it
was
went
really
out.
close. Really close attempt there by the Lions. And so Liberty Hill will take the ball over. Ball will be on their own 47-yard line. There'll be 11 minutes, 58 seconds left to go. So
They
2
do get a
seconds.
penalty flag down there.
And I
But
think
the
they're-
ball went out of bounds.
But it looked like their player may have touched it first. It's hard to tell.
Well, I think that's what they're talking about.
And they'll wave it off.
And it's a good thing, too, because you couldn't afford to give them another, chunk of yards there.
Yeah, another shout out from Ivan Batieta. Way to go, Lions. Richard Wattis, watching from Wizardville Pizza. Hey, save us some. I heard there's some great pizza out there.
Is that your brother?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wizardville Hall out there in McMahon, Texas.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching from.
Here comes the Liberty Hill Panthers offense.
And it'll be a quarterback keeper coming around the near side.
Oh,
He's going to be
good
upended
job.
by Trey Brown, who was being blocked. As well as, I believe that's Portillo. Or is that Trent Holcomb back in the game?
And got some quite a few people watching on YouTube as well. Chris Zuniga asked, where's the band? I was wondering the same thing myself. Looks like
Actually, the band has a competition tomorrow. It's the UIL Region 12 competition in San Antonio at Hero Stadium. So they're having a performance at Lions Field tonight. So we have first man up the middle. And a penalty flag coming from the backside.
And that one's a little bit late, so it makes you wonder what it is.
Hopefully it's holding against them.
I want to thank everyone who's tuned in to us on YouTube, all 122 people watching us on that platform, as well as everyone tuned in on Facebook. Remember, folks, if you've got a family member that doesn't have Facebook,
Face
you
mask.
can share with them that we are also live on YouTube as well.
So we have Deborah Ortiz says, let's go Lions. Joan Marissa says, go. Sherry Whitehurst Mavis, Miss Mavis, says, let's go Lions. Dimebox Doug, Dimebox Texas is watching.
Make the tackle.
Yep, first man up
another
the
big
middle
run
makes
up.
a couple miss.
And once again, Ben Carter doing what Ben Carter does and picking up first downs by the dozen. And the ball's marked at the 24-yard line.
And that was Aiden Scott who was finally able to bring him down.
Another first down for the Panthers.
And Carter with the handoff again, going around the right side. This time he'll be stopped after a gain of about 4.
And Gathens with the stop that time, as well as Ben Mendez coming down to help out. And Joseph Blue getting in there as well. This kind of offense, 2 or 3 guys got to make the tackle. 2nd and 7.
And quarterback keeper coming around the near side. Got some room to run. Gets the corner and into the end zone.
Looked like Trey Brown
for
was
a
being
Panther
held.
touchdown.
Trey Brown is lobbying for a holding penalty out there, but he's not going to get it.
Did a good job logging off the or outside contain there. Nobody was able to scrape out there and make the tackle.
Numbers. They get more numbers on that side than we have.
So once again, Connor Hawkins will be coming in to kick the extra point. Carter with the hold, snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Liberty Hill Panthers take the lead back up to 14 and lead the Lockhart Lions 21-7. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back with 10-12 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Liberty Hill Panthers 21, Lockhart Lions 7. Got a couple of more shout-outs. Renee Estrada, let's get it, Lockhart. Susan Schroeder, let's go Lions. And Jim Hughes, last customer taken care of, and I get to tune in. Love me some Lions, Pride Sports broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. And, of course, I really enjoyed that jerky that you had sent the other night, and I did not share it with anybody else.
And that's Jim Hughes at Westwood Wild Game. If you get you a deer this year, he's on Westwood Road just south of Lockhart.
There you go. Okay. Touchback.
Yeah, he only kicked it into the end zone against the wind this time. Big leg, though.
And that wind is starting to die down a little bit here, so probably won't be as much of a factor moving forward as those flags are starting to lay. When I got here earlier, it was blowing about 20 miles an hour out of the north, and I was really wondering how long that was going to keep up.
Yeah, Veronica Garcia says, shout out to Lockhart High School class of 86. Watching from Friend Tris, former football players, cheerleaders, mascot, band, and twirlers. And, of course, Tom Dunn watching as well also. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's going to be an inside handoff to My Time. Finding a spot to get through
There he goes.
the line of scrimmage. Goes around the far side. Crosses midfield. 40, 30. It's going to be a foot race. And Gonzalez is going to be caught from behind, but not before he gets it all the way down inside the 5.
And that was one of the most patient runs that I have ever seen, as he tucked in there behind the left side of the offensive line for almost a good full 3 seconds, waiting for a hole to develop. And when he saw it, he hit it like lightning for a huge gain for the Lions right when they needed it.
Guys, they're going to mark him down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
First and go.
And
first down and go to goal.
I think that was number 2, Kendrick Hicks, who was finally able to run him down. Hicks also their kick returner.
Yeah, Deutsch in motion.
Quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback run around the right side. That's going to be
Dickens,
Dickens, and he'll stretch into the end zone for a second touchdown of the night. Ashton Dickens.
And another great block by My Time Gonzalez. Selfless player gets a big run and then gets out there and gets a big block, helping Ashton Dickens scamper in for another 6 for the Lions.
Oh, great play call by the coaching staff as they moved Gage Deutsch from the bottom of the field to the top.
Opened it up.
Yeah, a wide open field, and Dickens with blocking up front into the end zone.
They can't contain Dickens on one-on-one. He'll get in there.
So Ocampo will come in to kick the extra point. Holcomb, the deep snapper, Gage the holder. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And we've got a shootout here in Liberty Hills. They're going back and forth. It's going to be 21-14. 9 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. And, folks, as exciting as it is to watch, man, it's shades of 2 weeks ago, right, where you're back and forth. Who's going to be on top when this thing's in? I don't think anybody knows.
Yes, and Lockhart did a fantastic job by holding the Liberty Hill Panthers and being able to put some points on the board. And looks like Lockhart's finding their stride. Biggest problem, they have to stop the Panthers more.
Well, and even though the Panthers are still moving the ball, I do see the defense getting a little bit stronger, making some big hits, big tackles, and holding those runs that would usually squirt through for more. So we'll see as the game goes on, does the confidence of that defense build? And Ocampo will get his chance to kick it north to south.
And Rob Ortiz, the PA voice of Lockhart Lions Stadium, says Ashton Human highlight real Dickens.
That he is. They'll have number 2, Kendrick Hicks, back to receive the ball. He'll be standing around his own 5-yard line.
I wonder if Rob Ortiz is at the game. Was he back at home?
I'm sure he'll let us know here in a little bit, as Ocampo will set to kick this one away. And this time he'll boot it, and it'll be caught right around the 9-yard line. It'll be brought upfield as a return man will run into one of his blockers before he's finally going to be brought down.
Man, number 27 for Lockhart, that's going to be someone not on the roster.
Was it 27 or 25? I know what
25.
You're comment about.
That's going to be Joseph Zarita.
Joseph Zarita. He's made a lot of impact on special teams several times throughout the years. Zarita is a sophomore linebacker. And speaking of linebackers, right now in the game, the 2 middle linebackers, you've got Gathens and Santiguera up on the front line. Looks like you've got Mendoza and Blue in the middle, Staten and Holcomb on the ends.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Panthers, and it's going to be a handoff to the man going through the line of scrimmage first, Ben Carter, and he'll pick up 6 yards.
And looked like Staten brought him down on that one with the help of Mendoza.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
So Mendoza and Blue have played pretty much every defensive snap in the middle there for the Lions. That's a big ask against this kind of offense.
Yes, and Mendoza's doing a fantastic job
he is
today.
at nose guard. Watch him fire off. Beautiful.
Once again, handoff to Carter. First man up the middle. He'll carry a couple of lines across the 1st down marker. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. They got Zorita and Bart Key in on the stop.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where everybody on the defense has to be involved. Nobody can hang back. Everybody's going to get tackles and get their name called tonight. Lockhart with that last second shift.
Oh, okay.
Looks like it may have prompted a jump from them.
Yeah, they moved.
So that we talked about that pregame, Coach. Lockhart trying to throw off their blocking scheme by essentially shifting right before they snap the ball, which causes those offensive linemen to figure out which man is theirs. And really, they've got no way to slow down what's coming behind them either.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
that's a great tactic against this. We saw Lockhart use it last year.
I don't know if you saw what Veterans Memorial did last week. They were trying to time the snap of the ball and blitzing their linebackers. And it caused problems for Liberty Hill in the beginning, but after a while they adjusted.
So 1st down and 15 coming up. And be quarterback keeper coming around the near side. Penalty flag coming from the backside.
Got a hold.
And a great job by Trey Brown, Aiden Scott, and Trent Holcomb, or Portillo, excuse me, along with Blue.
And they're going to catch him for holding Mendoza there as they just drug him down to the ground. I think they're getting tired of him getting penetration because he is. I mean, if you watch him every play, he is the first helmet to move across the line of scrimmage, and he is pushing their center and guard back.
And that's a great move by the Lockhart coaching staff, moving Mendoza from Mike linebacker to nose guard, because nose guard, all he has to do is concentrate on beating up that center.
So that'll move the ball back 10 yards. That'll bring up 1st down and 25.
1st and very long.
Counter.
Oh,
and it's counter play, and big hole is coming down the left sideline. That's going to be number 34 all the way into the end zone for a Panther touchdown.
And Ben Mendez with a good effort, but not quite enough speed to run him down. That's number 34, Bryce Muchow. And that's a sophomore running back.
First carry of the game. So with 8:02 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating 2nd quarter, we'll have an injury timeout right now as we have a injured player.
And that happens. Liberty Hill never panics. They stay with their offense and keep running what they've been running, and they know eventually they're going to break one.
And that was one for a big one, and it is 27-14 as we await the
well, like Coach said,
that's
what they do. They give you the same motion that you've seen 6 times that has gone to that first man through the line, and the quarterback essentially does a back handoff to the wing coming the other way, and it effectively works just like a counter, and it worked like a charm right there as nobody was home on the backside for the Lions, and everybody went after that first man through. It is a tough offense to defend. You got to have really good eye discipline.
Connor Hawkins set to kick the extra point. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Bart Key getting closer and closer to getting his hand on one of those kicks.
So once again, with 8:02 left to go here in the Shields 18 Heating 2nd quarter, it is Liberty Hill Panthers 28, Lockhart Lions 14. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with the more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sport broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794. Email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
And we are back with 8:02 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Another shot out, Beltran Sustaita, Janie. Good job, number 25, Joseph Zarita. G-Paul and G-Maw are proud of you.
I also like to give a shout out to Bobby Miller's son, Luke Miller. Bobby played for us back in Lockhart for me and Coach Hitter, and he has a son playing for Liberty Hill, sophomore. Number 13 for
number
Liberty
13
Hill.
For the Liberty Hill Panthers.
Congratulations, young man. I wish it was in Lockhart.
Yeah, this one's going to be booted. And it's going to go out of bounds. Great job by Frohock. He slapped his helmet thinking that it was going to be down there at the 1.
And just great job. He wanted to maybe grab that one, return it, then thought it was going to be a touchback, and then just said, wait a minute, this is going to go out of bounds. So Lockhart gets a lucky break as they'll get the ball out at the 35-yard line, have great starting field position. 8 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the Shields Heating and Air second quarter.
So the ball is going to be marked at the 30-yard line where the Lockhart Lions are going to start their possession. First down and 10. And so far the Lockhart Lions and the Liberty Hill Panthers have traded points, touchdowns.
And they adjust the hash mark and get it right.
Got Garcia and Mavis here on the near side.
And they're missing a player. Yeah, there he comes. Staten, they're going back to that 2 tight end package again. Notice they only had 10 on the field. I'd look for maybe them to open right up with quarterback power here, see what they can get.
There we go. Dickens with the keeper going around the left side.
Gets
the edge.
Go.
Crosses midfield to the 40. Stiffs arm a defender. Sidesteps another one and into the end zone on a 65-yard touchdown run or 70-yard touchdown run for Ashton Dickens. And once again, the Lockhart Lions strike right back.
I went to the carnival last night, consulted the crystal ball, and it told me that was coming. Great job by Dickens doing exactly what he does. We talked about it, folks. Last week, Dickens let loose with well over 300 yards of rushing, 370-something yards of rushing, I believe. And there's no reason to think he couldn't go just that high this week.
I love that stiff arm he used.
Well, and Mavis, good job of Mavis hustling down the field to try to kind of get in front of him and get in the way of that defender. And that allowed him to kind of make an adjustment and go ahead and score.
And an extra point is good. And that'll make the score. Lockhart Lions 21, Liberty Hill Panthers 28. We'll keep it right here.
And Coach, that's definitely a coach's kid kind of hustle by Mavis there, right? Just burning as fast as he could to try to get down there to help Dickens out.
And speaking of coaches, Coach Chris Jennings sitting on next door, the coaches, and Chris was pretty excited. That's his nephew. I thought he was going to jump out of the coach's booth here.
And once again, Rob Ortiz, Ashton human highlight reel Dickens.
A good turnout for the Lockhart Line fans. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but
decent thousands of them over there.
Decent turnout for our trip. That's probably our furthest trip away.
It is definitely a drive from Lockhart. It was short for me because I came from work from Austin, not looking forward to the drive home.
So with 7:49 left to go.
Tit for tat here.
Yeah.
Seems to be a either 2 or 1 score game. Last back and forth for the last 10, 15 minutes.
I know me and Sarge were talking about last night that we felt there was going to be a high-scoring game, and whoever gets the ball last is probably going to score the winning touchdown. And I hope it doesn't come down to that. I hope we can get a couple stops here and get a lead.
Yeah, well, Campo will put his foot into it. It'll be fielded right around the 2-yard line by number 2 as he brings it up the middle.
Ooh, make the tackle.
And finally going to be brought down. Penalty flag coming in late.
I tell you what, Lockhart's done a good job of bottling him up, but just watching him, you can tell he is a dangerous returner. He hadn't really sprung one yet, but you can just tell by the way he moves and the way he's willing to gamble, catch the ball at the goal line, and still get out to 25 relatively easily making the first man miss. That is definitely a dangerous returner in number 2.
Kendrick Hicks
for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding on the Panthers.
And I tell you what, penalties have been a big part of the game for Liberty Hill. If I don't know, Coach, what do you think? I'd have them change back into the purple at halftime to get rid of that yellow.
You wear that yellow, makes the officials want to throw a flag.
Shout out to an old classmate of mine, Rafael Hernandez, tuning in.
So it'll be Panther ball, first down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
And this is their worst starting field position of the night so far.
And hand off for Carter right up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 19-yard line, a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
He gets 4, you got to stop him at 2. If they get 4 yards on first down, I mean, it is real hard because the way they go for it so often on 4th and 3 and inside that.
7:20 left in the second quarter.
And big quarterback keeper right up the middle. And he'll pick up enough for a first down, or no, shy of the first down of a 1 yard.
Well, they went ahead and moved the chains. They said close enough.
So give them first down.
And so we see this and we saw it last year. It becomes all about first down on your defensive series. With the way they run the ball and their method, you've got to stop them for 2 or less on first down, and that's the beginning of getting a stop. Any more than that, and it's rough.
Yeah, hand off to the first man up the line. That's Carter. And he'll pick up 3 yards.
And so you'll see it as the game develops on. They pick up 3 or more on first down, they're almost for sure going to move the sticks. You stop them on first down to 2 or less, you got a great chance of having them turn the ball over to you. It's kind of strange, Coach, where first down becomes your most important down.
Yes. But they're dangerous every down.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
are.
a dangerous offense.
Yeah, hand off to the man coming around the near side. Scored on his last carry. And he'll get the ball all the way up to the 33-yard line, where it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Gathing's on the tackle there.
That's number 34, Bryce Muchow with the carry.
3rd and very short. 3rd about 2.
Rodney Wilson says, "Go Lions." Jessica Whitaker, good luck. Lions watch it from home, bring home the win. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Panthers. And a streaking linebacker, and they're going to stop Joe Pritchard in the backfield. That's Trey Brown.
Well, and I tell you what, Gathing's coming up. Looked like he was going to try to time the snap and jump the line, but I just think him coming up there caused a bit of confusion there. And
they definitely weren't expecting that.
They were not. I talked to him before the game, and he told me that eventually he's going to time the snap, jump over the line, and interrupt the handoff in progress. And it looked like he just about went for it there.
Yeah, like I said earlier, that's when Veterans Memorial had very good success doing that the last game.
So 4th and 2 coming up. Big down coming up for both Lockhart and Liberty Hill.
Gonna be offsides.
And the push forward will be enough as the fumble is on the field.
And the
Lockhart guys will recover the ball.
And that's Zakiah Gathins causing the fumble for Lockhart.
It looks like Trey Brown came up with it.
And we've seen that combo happen before. Gathins makes him put it on the floor. Trey Brown picks it up, and the Lions are in business.
Good field position, too.
Excellent field position. Well, the way these teams have been scoring, you could put your back at the 1 yard line, and that's excellent field position.
I'll tell you what, TD, I think Liberty Hill made a mistake there. They should have just called timeout and dropped back and punt it. Because once he saw everybody, all the linebackers stepping up for Lockhart, they had no chance.
So 4:50 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. The Lockhart Lions get the ball on a turnover. They have 3 receivers up top. Dickens gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw. And he'll throw it. Got the receiver wide open.
Yes.
That's going to be Frohock with the catch.
All
Hit
right.
to the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
Let's go, baby. The freshman gets loose in the secondary and even has to wait just a moment on the ball, but shows great patience as he waits for that ball to get there and then makes the man miss to get in the end zone for 6 points for Lockhart. an extra point will tie this thing up with 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. We got a barn burner here in Liberty Hill, folks. Don't turn that dial.
And remember, guys, that's a freshman.
So Ocampo will come in to try and tie this thing up. Snap is back to hold us down. The kick is blocked.
Oh, no. Right up the middle.
And that's not good as they will not tie it up, and those extra points can come back to haunt you at the end of the game. We'll look to see if maybe Lockhart goes for 2 at some point later in the game.
Got to give it up to Rob Ortiz. Comes with another one. Ashton dropping dimes. Dickens.
Rob, you need to get over here.
And we'll go and stay right here. Of course, extra point attempt was blocked, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us later on in the game. But, gentlemen, Lockhart Lions not giving up. Down 14-0 early in the first quarter. Back in this ball game. Back in this ball game in a big way.
And it goes back to that 4th down play where Gathens gets his hand on the ball, gets it loose. Trey Brown recovers it, gives his offense a chance, and they need no time at all to get into the end zone. And that's exactly what Lockhart needed out of their defense in order to kind of turn this thing around and reel them in. Beautiful play both on defense and then followed by a beautiful play on offense as well.
Do we see an onside kick here, gentlemen? Let's look to our guys to the right.
I don't think so. I think they go ahead and kick it deep, although they did get very close earlier.
That's the only problem I have with we're scoring so quick.
And you can see Liberty Hill's ready for that onside kick as their second line. They're both hands guys, and they've got them sucked pretty close up to the 50, so they're looking for it. Yeah, look at them come up. It'll go deep.
It'll be a booch kick.
Oh,
it'll go right through the arms of the return man. It'll be scooped up at the 2.
Oh, he missed the tackle. Oh, right, he stepped out of bounds.
And he'll step out of bounds inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And Bart Key had a beat on him. It was 2 versus 2, but Kendrick Hicks able to just make him miss right around the goal line and get the ball all the way out to the 17-yard line, which is a dang good return considering it went to his hands.
And if he would have made that tackle, it would have been at the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
So once again, the Lockhart line defense is going to come out and try and make another stop.
Field position has been key here late in the first half here.
Yeah, Carter with the handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stopped after about a 4-yard gain. And Portillo and Trey Brown coming up from the bottom of the pile, as well as Staten.
Okay, they're going to try to lull you to sleep here, thinking they're just going to keep it on the ground. And
yeah, be ready for that pass that they've shown us.
Exactly.
They've shown us 2 variations of it so far. 2nd and 5.
And go to handoff to number 6 going around the right side, and that'll be good for 2 yards.
And Tyler Staten slams him to the ground there.
That's going to be Joe Pitchford with the carry.
It's solid tackle by Staten to force a 3rd down. Now we're far into their end of the field. We did see him go for it on 4th down out towards the 35. Got to think they're brave enough to probably do it again. Big 3rd down here for the Lions.
Big 3rd down here. Depends how much yards they get here.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 coming up.
I bring Gathens again on this one, see if we can get him in the backfield.
Yeah, hand off to the first man, and he's going to be shy of the first down of about a yard. So that'll bring up 4th down and 1.
Looks like there was a fumble there, but they recovered.
Another big 4th down play here. See if they take their time this time. Oh,
wow.
Man, rough spot for the Lions as they give them the 1st down. Really looks like they gave them a yard. Try to stay nonpartisan, but that one didn't look very good. So 1st and 10 at the 27.
And a handoff to Carter going around the right side of the line. That'll be good for 6. So that'll make it 2nd down and 4.
And that's going to
definitely
be.
I'd say that was definitely a bad mark right there on the ball.
Yes, it was. That's what you call home cooking, Sarge.
And that'll be Gathens and Aiden Scott with the stop on that last one. Short 2nd down.
That'll be coming around the near side.
Oh, got a tackle.
Got the open room, crosses midfield to the 40, to the 30, the 20, 10. That's another Panther touchdown. This time from DJ Seaborn.
And that was a variation of that counter again where they give you the movement to the right and come back left. It's worked twice now against the Lions, both times for long touchdowns.
And that'll make the score. Liberty Hill Panthers 34, Lockhart Lions 27.
Well, I hope you didn't bet the under on this game.
Hey, well, you showed very good speed there at the end.
Hawkins coming in to kick the extra point. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. And that'll make the score now. Panthers 35, Lockhart Lions 27. We'll keep it right here. And once again, back and forth as the Lockhart Lions defense were unable to come up with a stop. But that's something hard to do. You could stop them some of the time, but offense like Liberty Hill, you're not going to be able to stop them all the time. But we could say the same for the Lockhart Lions, that we've seen Ashton Dickens running wild all over the defense, the Panthers' defense, as well as My Time Gonzalez. And it's going to be an exciting finish to this game. We still got 2:41 left to go here in the first half, and we've already put together combined 62 points on the board.
My coach was keeping a stat sheet early in the game, but he ran out of space pretty much early in the second quarter. Ran out of space to write those plays down. A lot of snaps as well, not just a lot of yards, but a lot of snaps have been run here for one half of football. Frohawk last time kind of got an opportunity, but decided better of it, let the ball go out of bounds. That was the first time we'd seen their kicker not kick it in the end zone. We'll see if maybe Frohawk gets a chance here. I got a feeling he was looking really good in pregame warm-up returning kicks. Like I said, he was running 30, 40 yards every time he'd catch the ball. He definitely wants him one.
And this one's going to be a boot kick, and this one will be fair caught.
Okay.
By
Gathings.
Gathings at the 23. They'll move it up to the 25-yard line, and the Lockhart Lions will have the ball.
Smart play by a senior there. Just catch it and get your offense the ball and go get some water. And coach tells him as much. Good job. Don't try to run that back. All right.
So with 2:41 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heaty second quarter, Lockhart Lions come back out onto the field.
Yeah, Lockhart struck quick last time with quarterback power. We'll see if they can get Mr. My Time going again on this drive.
That'll be a man in motion coming across the field. That's going to be Frohawk. It'll be a backside draw to My Time Gonzalez. And he'll be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up second down and 10.
He does not make it easy on him. They had him dead to rights in the backfield, but he's able to fight off two tacklers and get back up to the line of scrimmage. Well-designed play, but good job by the backside defensive end staying home on that one. Really like the look of that play. Kind of a backside draw / counter for the Lions.
And they gave My Time 1 yard, so that'll make it second down and 9. And dropping back, Dickens will keep it, goes around the left side, steps arm a defender, and he'll run out of bounds as a penalty flag will come out.
And that was supposed to be a wide receiver screen out here the right-hand side, but Liberty Hill just blowing it up so Dickens couldn't throw the ball.
See what the penalty is.
As long as it took, you think maybe holding, but where the flag is could be offsides. They're talking about it.
Who came for the side, Judge?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's offsides on them. But he's pointing toward Lockhart.
Looks like indication is going to be holding on the Lions.
Took them a long time to figure out a holding call.
But they may decline it.
They'll take the penalty.
And that'll set the Lions back 10 yards. So if I had to guess, it's probably going to be on that backside receiver because that's kind of where the flag was thrown at. Of course, he was not really supposed to be involved in that play, but that's how it turned out. So that'll back Lockhart up, and it'll be second down again, 2nd and 20 now. Which, with how Lockhart has scored, means not a whole lot.
Yeah, they'll mark it actually from the spot of the foul.
A little bit shorter than seconds. Call it 16, 17.
Second down and 17 coming up.
2 tight ends back in the ball game.
It'll be a handoff to My Time.
Not much there.
And he'll be stuffed in the backfield. And it'll be a loss of a yard.
Defensive line fighting off their blocks well, and looked like could have been another patient run for My Time, but nowhere to go.
Third down.
So that'll bring up third down and 18.
And My Time will come out of the game. Bart Key will come in. And they'll go to an empty set. Who's this at receiver on the bottom? That's a big guy.
Looks
Who's
like
that?
Trent Holcomb.
That's a big Z receiver right there.
And a timeout's going to be called by the Lockhart Lions. It'll be their second timeout of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and talk about it. And as they go to a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And we are back from the Lockhart Line timeout as we got 1:10 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Got a
empty backfield.
Penalty. Didn't need that.
No, they didn't, as it was already 3rd and long, and that's going to stretch it out even more after the false start's assessed. And that'll back Lockhart up 5 more. So while we saw Liberty Hill shoot themselves in the foot quite a few times early on with penalties, Lockhart now with several on this drive just moving backwards.
That'll make it 3rd down and 22.
And not going to see a real conservative call here, staying with the empty formation.
Dropping back.
Dropping everybody into
Throwing
coverage.
deep, got Frohock. And another receiver.
Oh, yeah.
That one's going to be caught by Mavis. Well into Panther territory for a big first down.
And that was in traffic as there was 3 defenders right by. Somehow it slips through, and Mavis is right there to catch it. Could have been caught by Mavis or Frohock there, and Mavis gets it. And that's a big one for Lockhart to get out of the hole they were in down there by their own goalpost. They bring the ball all the way out to the 44-yard line of Liberty Hill.
What a catch by the freshman, gentlemen.
Man, keeping an eye on it and just almost waiting for that sucker to land in there.
It's freshman night at Liberty Hill High School.
So it's going to be a big first down and 10 for the Lions.
Freshman, sophomore, 3rd grader, I'll take it from whoever will give it to us at this point, as Lockhart is in a dogfight here.
Did you catch what he said? I couldn't catch what the official
It was
said.
resetting the game clock to 1:02.
And clock's running.
And they will run it. We'll see if Lockhart can go fast here. Spikes the ball.
They'll clock it.
And that's great. That's great. They stopped the clock. Clock management has been a question over the last couple times we've been in the 2-minute situation. Love to see Lockhart come out here and take a page out of Liberty Hill's book and go fast. 53 seconds left to go here in the first half.
2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Low snap. Dickens will pick it up. Looks to throw. Got a receiver out there, and that one's going to be caught by Gage Deutsch. And that'll be good for a Lockhart Lion first down at the 31-yard line.
A la Jerry Perales, the 7th grade white team quarterback. If you snap it over his head, he gets a touchdown every time.
And the clock will start once again, first down and 10. Inside handoff to Bart Key.
Got a hold.
Holding penalty will be coming up. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left to go.
Mm.
They're holding on the center.
And That's big Ricardo Diaz. They're going to call that one on.
Got to move it back 10 yards, so that'll make it first down and 20 with 31 seconds.
And the ball's on the 41-yard line. Dickens with plenty of arm. Clock running now.
Dropping back.
Good pump fake.
Funk papes it. Got
Deutsch.
And that one's going to be caught. Incomplete.
Oh, got to throw the flag. Goodness gracious, he was draped all over Deutsch. Deutsch still managed to almost bring that ball in. Cannot believe they didn't get a pass interference call there, and neither can the coaches in the booth beside us.
Man, that'll stop the clock at 14 seconds.
What a beautiful touch pass there by Dickens, just floating it up over the defense, letting Deutsch run underneath it. And, man, Deutsch hadn't been getting interfered with. He would have brought that one in. Definitely letting them play on the back end. Take note if you're a Lockhart defensive coach. They'll use that both ways.
So Lawrence will have 3 receivers up top. Dickens gets the snap, drops back, looks to his left. Has to release it, throws it deep down the sideline. That one's going to be incomplete. As that one was intended to Mavis, I believe.
And Mavis kind of turns into defender on that one and does a good job to keep that from being caught by the defender. They both had a chance at it, but looked like Mavis thought better and just kind of knocked it out of there.
Yeah, that'll leave 3 seconds left on the clock.
Lockhart will have one more shot. A little far for Ocampo here. Lockhart brings in Gathens here on the short side. We've seen this before where they bring him in and try to get it to him in the corner of the end zone.
And the Lockhart Lions will call their third and final timeout, and we'll keep it right here. With 3 seconds left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. It is Liberty Hill Panthers 35, Lockhart Lions 27.
Sarge, when you cut that crowd mic, I feel like I come out of the Twilight Zone. At Liberty Hill, home crowd strong, something I saw when I got here tonight. Every Friday night before their home football games, Liberty Hill has what equivalates to a carnival and a festival out in the parking lot. They've got all kinds of games. Everybody's dressed up, and I talked to one of the parents here, and they have a different theme this week. This week's theme was aliens. So you had all these kids run around. They had tinfoil hats on and these sunglasses that look like alien eyes, and really just looked like a lot of fun. Heavy and strong tradition here in this small Texas football town, and it is definitely all surrounding their football team.
I was wondering why the kids look so strange, but now that you explained that.
Yeah. See, Coach thought he was like, well, the kids these days, they all dress funny.
Yeah, I was hurrying up to get up here. I said, I got to get out of here.
But, yeah, and I thought it was a one-time deal, and the mom told me, she said, they do this every week, and it's a different theme every week. They've got the carnival games where you hit with the sledgehammer and make it ring the bell, all kinds of stuff.
All right, here we go. Empty backfield for the Lockhart Lions.
Prevent defense with 3 safeties deep over the middle.
Dickens drops back, steps into it, throws it deep into the end zone to
interference. Come on.
The intended receiver was Gathens, and he was interfered all the way through it, and no flag.
Lockhart cannot get an interference call to save their lives as Gathens was tackled before the ball got there.
So that's going to do it as we go into halftime. It is the Liberty Hill Panthers 35, Lockhart Lions 27. When we come back to start the second half, the Liberty Hill Panthers will be receiving the kickoff. But right now, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll have your Kreitz Market halftime show. I believe we do have the Lionettes that are here, so we'll turn up the crowd mic and turn off our mics and let you watch the the Lady Lions Lionettes do their routine. And we'll be back with some more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
officers are Frankie Muscat, Olivia Federle, and President Brooklyn Harris. This year's JVCs are Addison Hilburn and Ella Turner. The Bells would like to give a special shout out to their diamond and platinum sponsors. Center Dance Stage, Golf Cart King, H.L. Chapman, Keller Landscaping, Move Dance and Fitness, Camco, Richards Electric, Sungrow Landscape, and Turner Reed Construction. The Bells of the Week are Maggie Farr and Natalie Brand. The Bells will be performing a routine with dancers from our community, ranging from ages 4 to 14. Down like that. Now entering the field is the pride of Liberty Hill, the Liberty Hill Panther Band. The Panther Band is led on the field by drum majors Madalena Flores, Ryan Moore, Eli Walker, and Alyssa Xavier. Color guard captains are Joseph Gatlin and Delaney Brochet. The directors are Joshua Munoz, Ashlyn Turner, Justin Zimmerman, and Evan Turner. Sponsors of the week are Evan Chapman, Carson Bai, and Antonio Tiango. Guard number of the week is Callie Argo. Drum major's choice is Bailey Moskowitz. The Panther Band completed last weekend at the Vista Ridge Marching Festival and were awarded first in 5A, as well as the Visual and Musical Caption Awards in their prelims performance. They placed fifth overall in their finals performance. As of Wednesday, the Panther Band was awarded straight ones at UIL Region and the Massachusetts area on October 28th. Panther Band will be presenting their full marching show production, Whirlwind, with music based on Airwolf, Javelin, The Whisperer, and Wind Sprint.
And welcome back as we got 4:18 left to go here in the Kreitz Market halftime show. And before we go any further, do want to go through some district updates and some area scores around the Lockhart area. And District 13, 5A Division II at Memorial Stadium, it is halftime. San Antonio Veterans Memorial 34, Bastrop Bears 0 at Warrior Stadium in Comal, Texas. It is Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles 10, Piper Warriors 18, and that's at halftime.
That's a close game considering Cedar Creek struggled and Pipers looked like the team to beat.
And, of course, here at Panther Stadium, it is Lockhart Lions 27, Liberty Hill Panthers 35. And homecoming night for the Luling Eagles at Eagle Stadium is San Antonio Cole Cougars 14, Luling Eagles 0, and that's at halftime as well also. And before we get back into the action, we got a ticket giveaway that I want to bring everybody's attention to. And you can look at the screen, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties. Every home game, we give away some free tickets. Of course, this week, tomorrow, Sunday, we will have our drawing to give away some free tickets for next week's home game as the Bastrop Bears come to Lion Stadium. 3 lucky Lion winners will be able to watch that game for free, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Winner number 1 will get 2 free tickets. Winner number 2 will get 3 free tickets. And winner number 3 will get 4 free tickets. All you got to do is to enter your name into the wheel for the spin and opportunity to be one of 3 lucky Lion winners. Comment in the comment section, beat the Bears, and your name will get put on that wheel.
And we'll also accept beat the Bears.
Yeah, beat the Bears or beat the Bears.
Well, so Sarge, what was one of your big takeoffs there from the first half after watching these two teams go at it like they did?
Well, the Lockhart Lions defense started off a little bit rough, gave up 14 quick points, and just as the Veteran Memorial did a couple of weeks ago against the Lions, down 14 early, Lions were able to storm right back and have come from 1 point of tying this ball game at 28 apiece. Of course, a blocked field goal attempt kept it at 28-27, and the Liberty Hill Panthers were able to score. Lions were unable to come back at the end of the half as, of course, it was an iffy call down here on the near sideline at the corner in the end zone. There could have been a pass interference called on the last play of the half as Gathings was pretty much mugged.
You know, I was reminded as I was at halftime thinking about that is a lot of time on those Hail Mary passes, there's pass interference that happens that just doesn't get called because I guess they give everyone a fair chance to catch it, you could say. But that one was pretty ugly. But for me, one of the takeaways I saw is obviously the offense explosive as ever, but even though they've allowed 35 points, it seemed like the defense was getting stronger and stronger.
Yes.
They started playing with better eye discipline, guys coming up with big plays. Gathens forcing the fumble to give the ball back to the offense. Portillo and Trey Brown both really playing well as that defensive line. Mendoza up front, Blue, Staten, and Holcomb all really started playing well and better. So I saw improvement each series, even though Liberty Hill's still moving the ball. Make no mistake, they're going to move the ball. But like I talked about, first down becomes your most important down where you've got to stop them to 2 yards or less on first down. If you do that, then you give yourself a chance to get them off the field. If you let them get 4 or more, you might as well let them go ahead and have the first down and start over again.
Yes,
it's really hard to hold them.
As the Liberty Panthers come out their tunnel and Coach
Lockhart getting hype over there, ready to come out of their tunnel.
At halftime, the Lockhart Lions defense have shown that they can stop this offense. What are you telling your defense to in the locker room coming out?
Sorry about that. Played a good first half. Just got to get, like I said before, don't fall for the eye candy. Play your position, focus on the football, focus on your position, and read your keys, and like I said, don't fall for the eye candy. They're going to do all that motion stuff and this and that, and just play your position and wait for the ball to come to you, because don't worry, it will come to you.
And that last second adjustment that the D-line makes, I think it really does help a lot to throw off that blocking assignment. And then we saw the one play where Gathens tried to jump the snap, tried to time it, and disrupted that play. And that was one of the few plays we saw for a loss. Another one was where Trey Brown came off the corner. So, Coach, you mentioned that last week Veterans Memorial was doing that with their linebackers, timing that snap. Now, Liberty Hill's going to get the ball here in the second half. They're up 35-27 already, so you've really got to try to get a stop here on the first series of the second half so that they don't extend this lead and you end up chasing the whole second half.
Of course, big shout out from Coach T, Darrell Thomas. Let's go Lions, watching and listening. Great broadcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach T.
We'll go run the hill tomorrow morning, Coach. I'll meet you out there at 6 o'clock.
Happy belated birthday
That man shaved like 30 pounds off me over a few weeks with that hill. I'll never forget it.
So here we go. Omar Ocampo will be kicking the ball away to Kendrick Hicks. And it's going to be an onside kick to start things off. And great job by the up man to come down with it.
Great execution on the onside kick. It took the bounce you want, but big number 11.
Austin Fulford comes down with it.
He high-pointed that ball for sure.
And we got Noble Charles Prieto says, go Lions. My heart is always a Lockhart Lion, class of 83 and 84 and 85. Lion, but rooting my nephew, Emiliano Prieto from Davenport, as they are up against Canyon Lake 42-0.
All right, good job.
But here we go, 1st and 10 for the Liberty Hill Panthers. First man through the line of scrimmage, Ben Carter with the carry.
And Lockhart late to get adjusted there. That was not good.
You have to be ready. You have to be ready.
And they caught us sleeping there. Staten didn't make it to his spot down on the line, and that's right where they went with the ball.
That'll bring up 2nd out and 5 after the 5-yard run from Carter.
And Lockhart will be ready for him this time. They make the last-second adjustment.
And once again, handoff to Carter up the middle, and he's going to be stopped at the 40.
Trey Brown and Gathens there plugging that hole up.
That'll make it 3rd down and 2. That'll make it 3rd down and a long one.
They're going to do the push.
And Carter with the carry up the middle, finds the groove into the end zone all by himself. Untouched for a Liberty Hill Panther touchdown.
And Lockhart breaks down there and a hole opens up, and he's able to score relatively easily, as I don't know that he was touched by a line on that one. He came right through the right-hand side of that line.
So as we await the extra point try, it is Liberty Hill Panthers 47, Lockhart Lions 27, or 41-27, excuse me. As we are in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And that'll make the score Liberty Hill Panthers 42, Lockhart Lions 27. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
All right, and we're back with 10:51 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter.
Saw something on the last 2 touchdowns they've scored on the extra point. Trey Brown is getting closer and closer. He's going to get his hands on an extra point or a field goal tonight. He's getting really close.
And this one's going to be booted in and out of the end zone. Frohawk ain't even going to take a look at it.
He was signaling nope by the time it came off his foot.
Yeah, so the Lockhart Lions are going to have the ball at their own 25-yard line.
And you got no choice. You got to answer fast, just like they scored fast. We got to come out and really got to do the same thing. Got to keep it going and keep trying to find a way to steal that momentum back.
Yeah, and Coach has made a point. Lockhart Lions offensively has really pretty much stopped themselves for the most part.
And they did great. I mean, 27 points and a half. I mean, that's on pace for 54 points in a game. That is not bad production from your offense.
Inside handoff to Gonzalez. He'll try to bounce it around to the outside. Takes it up. And he's going to be stopped after about a 1-yard gain. Great job by the Panthers.
Really good lateral movement there by the Panthers, stretching it out to the sideline and then playing discipline, not overrunning and letting a hole open up for him to cut back to.
To me, they were more worried about Gonzalez than they are about our quarterback.
And that's hurt him a few times already.
Hope they continue that way.
And Lockhart has both tight ends here on the near side.
And Dickens will get the snap.
Oh, we dropped the ball.
Yeah. Try to take it out of the pocket of Gonzalez, and that one's going to be dropped on the ground. Dickens was going to be able to fall on top of it.
I'd love to see Lockhart come back to the passing game. I mean, barring some pass interference calls, it was really starting to pop for the Lions there at the end of the second half.
3rd and 14 here for the Lions.
Looks like they'll keep their same personnel in.
Lockhart needing a big first down right here to keep it going. And Dickens will roll back.
Throw back to
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Pass to Gonzalez. He'll catch it at the 34-yard line. Breaks through a tackle, picks up the first down. And a penalty flag comes towards the end of that play.
That may have been a face mask. It looked like as he was breaking out of that tackle, his head jerked back to one side.
Charles, they've been working on that play. This is the beginning of the season. I'm glad they finally executed it in the game.
Please be a face mask.
And the penalty is going to be marked at the 45-yard line. So my time doing it on the ground and in the air.
Okay, now don't worry. He's not going back to – he's supposed to step off the penalty.
Are they saying it's against Lockhart?
A lot of confusion as to what's going on here.
See what the white guy in the white cap says.
Oh, wow. They're calling it on Gonzalez.
Yeah, it has to be Gonzalez. He said 25, but we don't have a 25 at least.
Yeah, so they'll mark it off from the spot of the foul. That's going to put the ball at the 30. Still going to be third down. It's going to be third down and 5.
Instead of 3rd and 13. As I said, that passing game's been working for the Lions.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up, and offsides on the defense. Free play. Dickens has to drop back, throws it deep.
And a pass
interference out there.
Looked like he might have still went over him. And
that one's going to be intercepted, but it'll be all for none as there's a penalty flag down here at around the 34-yard line on the far side of the field.
And that should have been pass interference.
And that's going to be offsides, so that is incomplete. That interception will not count.
Yeah, as that ball's in the air, Deutsch is trying to fight back to the ball, and the guy's just not turning his head until the last second. And I don't think, let's see, it's not going to be, it might be just short of a first down. I mean, looks pretty close. Let's see. Yep, first down.
It's going to be a first down.
Good.
So Ashton Dickens with a senior play draws them off sides.
Yes,
We've
sir.
seen him do it over and over again.
So here we go. Once again, 3 men up top. Dickens with the power run around the right side. Got blockers in front of him. And he's going to be chased out of bounds at the 40.
Nice patient run there by Dickens, not to outrun his blocking and just kind of get what he could, which is a good 5-yard gain. We'll take it.
2nd down and 5 coming up. And not only that, great job by running out of bounds. Last year, Dickens would have put his shoulder down. Saving himself as he's going to be needed in the later portion of this game.
Deutsch has been really close to catching some big balls here several times.
2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Dickens bouncing out to the outside. Crosses midfield out to the 43-yard line where it'll be a big first down for the Lockhart Lions.
Seems like there's a little hesitation there in his get-along there.
He's not forcing it. He knows he's got the first down and just kind of taking what he can get almost. Which, if it keeps him healthy, I'll take it.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 42.
2 first downs off the feet of Dickens.
Yeah, Dick, my time will get the handoff, bounce it around to the outside, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
And apart from one really long run that Gonzalez had in the first half, he's been a little bit quiet for his character, but that can also happen when Dickens is lighting it up. Both of them went well over 150 last week. Dickens going 370, and I think my time was around 180 last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was over 200 yards for that game. So it'll be a reverse or jet sweep to Mavis. And he'll get a nice little run crossing the 30 where it'll be another Lockhart Lion first down, marked down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by Mavis threading the needle there, just kind of slipping through small gaps and making the most out of his opportunity with the ball. We have seen him score on that play before. Lockhart offense with signs of life here. Ball down to the 29-yard line.
As the clock continues to wind down here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter, we're at 7:53. Inside handoff to My Time Gonzalez, and he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost about a half a yard.
Coach, they're screaming for him to dump it out in the flat out there as they really got no linebacker out on the edge, and the 2 deep defenders are running off with the receivers. We saw that play work for Lockhart against Veterans Memorial.
We'll see what we have here.
Second
and 10.
And Dickens will roll around to the right side. Got the receiver out there, and the catch is going to be made. It'll be good for about 3 yards.
I think Coach must have saw the same thing I did because they do try to go to the flat, but that linebacker did slide and cover.
That was Tyler Staten with the reception. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. Another big 3rd down coming up for the Lions.
They're biting on the run. Looks like they're going to come.
Changes the play here.
And dropping back, looks to his right, goes over the middle.
Plenty of time to throw.
And that one's almost going to be picked off as it was intended for Gage Deutsch.
4th down for the Lions.
They will not be coming off the field. They're going to be going for it on 4th down and 8.
Good job on defense for Liberty Hill.
Right about the edge of the range where Ocampo was able to make them into the wind before the game. He hit one from about 45, but several of them were bouncing off the crossbar into that wind. So big 4th down here for the Lions. Got to get to the sticks here.
And a run around the left side, and Dickens will pick up the first down using his legs as he gets it inside the 15 to the 14, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Great job of holding on to the football there. My heart skipped a beat as he went spinning in the air, but Dickens does a great job holding on to that rock. Big 4th down pickup for the Lions there. They absolutely had to have that one, and Dickens went out, put the team on his back, and got it.
3 receivers up top. 6 minutes left to go. That'll be a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Dickens finding his spot, gets it inside the 10. And that's where he'll be marked down at the 10. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
TD, I see a tired defense out there.
Hands on hips.
Yes, sir.
And this is a bit more of a sustained drive than the Lions have had. Just like Liberty Hill, the Lions have struck quick with long scores. This probably be their most long and sustained drive of the game. But a lot of time ticking off the clock, and you're down by a few scores here.
And Dickens with the keeper going around the left side. Nice little block on the edge. And a tough run by Dickens to get inside the 5, where it's going to be another Lockhart Lion first down. It'll be first down and go from the 3. And Rob Ortiz with another one, another Jim. Ashton first down, Dickens.
5:18 left in the third quarter. Lions are driving. Got to get in the end zone here quickly.
And I say if it's not broke, you don't fix it. They haven't stopped quarterback power yet.
Staten in motion. Dickens keeps it, goes right up the middle.
He's
and
in.
For the third time tonight, Dickens is in the end zone.
And Lockhart once again tries to reel him back in a bit.
Great 42 to 33.
Great job of Dickens, and I'm just loving that quarterback power. Not just how he runs it, but how Gonzalez takes off with a full head of steam as a lead blocker. I mean, not only is he a great runner, but he's throwing some great blocks out there. Lockhart now going to go for 2 to try to make up for that extra point we lost earlier.
And Dickens looking to shuttle pass it, keep it coming around the left side, and he won't
short.
get it into the end zone. And the Lockhart Lions will trail by 9, 42 to 33 with 5:13 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC&E third quarter.
It remains a 2-possession game for the Lions.
And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, winch outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. With 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
All right, we're back with 5:13 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC&E third quarter with another touchdown run by Ashton Dickens. 2-point conversion, no good, and it is 42 to 33. Liberty Hill with a 9-point advantage.
Quavon Reese down here on the bottom. Something that's worked for the Lions in other games is the pooch kick to the soft part of the field around the 20. Haven't seen that tried yet tonight.
Here you go.
So the onside again.
Oh, it went out of bounds,
Oof.
but he touched it.
So that will not be a penalty. And they'll get the ball right where it went out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Lockhart with their second onside kick attempt for the night. Couldn't get the bounce on that one. Deutsch was quite close to grabbing it, but couldn't get it. And the Lockhart defense will come back onto the field.
There is out of bounds.
I already told them, ref. So they waved that flag off.
All right, so the Panthers will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. This will be their second drive of the second half. As they hurry up to the line of scrimmage, Ben Carter will get the handoff, and he'll bowl his way forward, but he's going to be brought down by number 25, Joseph Zarita.
And I noticed that Zarita has come in, and Gathens is not in the game right now.
That'll be a 3-yard gain for Carter.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
And this is one of the things you were talking about, TD. 2nd and 3 is a lot better than 2nd and 4, and it makes a big difference. That 1 yard makes a big difference.
And a good start for the Lions on this series.
And Carter with the carry once again, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. And I meant 2nd and 6 as opposed to 2nd and 7.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. So 2 plays in a row. They've given it to the fullback, first man through the line. There's a reason he's up there in the top 10 in the state in rushing. They feed him the ball a lot.
Got an update on the Lulen score here in a minute. That'll be a pitch to the running back coming around the near side. Got some great blocking up in front. And that's going to be Joe Pitchford with the first down run.
And while they do get the big first down, Bart Key did a great job of kind of breaking down there and getting off of his block and not letting them score on that play. They've scored on it several times.
It's San Antonio Coast 17, Luling Eagles 3. Big shout out to Anthony Tobias giving us an update. So first and 10 for the Panthers. And it'll be a toss to the back, deep back, and he comes around the right side, got blockers,
Good
and
tackle,
Trey
good
Brown
tackle.
with a tackle.
Great open field tackle, great hand strength.
Yeah, but not before number 34, Bryce Mucha, picks up the first down. And the Panthers will have it first and 10 at the 26. A shout out from Robert Cuellar. Says, hello, fellas, Lion Pride. Cuellar is going to be our guest next Friday night at Lions Field in the broadcast booth. And a handoff to number 24. Great job by Joseph Blue sniffing that one out.
Yeah.
As DJ Seaborn had the ball.
Well, most of the defense, the crowd, the booth, everyone else was watching the ball go the other way, and Blue was the only one here that wasn't fooled.
Yeah, Bart Key was right there as well.
Blue will get a break, and Holcomb will come in for him. We're seeing Holcomb here in the middle of the line. Hadn't seen that a whole lot this year.
And
got a hold.
DJ will get the handoff, and there's a penalty flag coming in. And
Quavon Reese with the tackle.
And Coach called it. He called the holding call before he was even holding. Was he even looking out there, TD?
Usually,
so Coach had his head down and said, "That's a hold."
Yeah.
the umpire has one job, and his main job is to call holding.
All right, so that'll move the ball back 10 yards.
And that's the kind of second down that you need to put them in right here, because they can't just hand it up the middle 2-3 times in a row now. They've got to look at trying something different.
Yeah, second down is 16. As the clock continues to wind down.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be a false start.
They didn't blow it dead.
Yeah, it's going to be false start on the offense.
Well, regardless, that was a great play there by Aiden Scott. If it wasn't false start, he was going to have the third play for a loss against this offense, who rarely moves backwards when it's not a penalty.
There's got to be something to where let us take the play instead of the penalty.
Yeah, can't decline that one.
So that's going to bring up second down and 21 now. As the Panthers hurry up to the line of scrimmage. And there's going to be another penalty flag.
Penalty.
And it'll be another false start on the offense. So back-to-back penalties on the Panthers.
And they've taken them far enough back to where they're all the way out of their good kicker's range.
Yeah, second down and 26, but we all know all it takes is one play for the Panthers. And this ball could be in the end zone or be a first down. So the Lockhart Lions defense need to find their assignments and keep that ball in check.
I just saw Trey Brown tell him, watch for that pass.
Yeah, pass.
And look,
there's a hole there.
Got a receiver wide open, and that catch is going to be made down inside the one.
The quarterback took a good hit as he let go of that one, but what a touch pass he threw.
There was a major hold over here on one of our D linemen.
And we're going to have a down player in the end zone. So as we take an injury timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
We are back from the injury timeout as a young lion is walking off the field. We have 1:54 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter, and the Liberty Hill Panthers are knocking on the door of 6. Yeah, it's first down and go to goal from the 1-yard line.
It's currently a 9-point ball game.
So the Panthers will have 4 cracks to get 1 yard.
And a goal line stand against Liberty Hill is the equivalent of standing in front of a freight train and trying to stop it from moving down the tracks. Going to be a tall order here for the Lions to get a goal line stop here.
And hand off to Carter and into the end zone for another Liberty Hill Panther touchdown.
Ben Carter having another huge night for tonight and showing why he is their leading rusher. You know, how long has it been, Sarge, since you saw a fullback for any team that was the leading rusher? I mean, I'm a Lockhart fan, but I was a fullback, and I just love seeing the big man come from a 3-point stance and get that ball like he has, and then now he's going to go hold the extra point.
Well, you had Curtis Hawkins, who's the size of a fullback, labeled as a running back.
I was opposite. I was the size of a running back, labeled as a fullback.
Snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Liberty Hill Panthers put some more points on the board.
They stretch it out to a 16-point game.
Yeah, lead 49-33 over the Lockhart Lions. We'll keep it right here with 1:28 left to go.
So it can be a 2-possession game still at this point, but you're going to need 2 2-point conversions to get there.
But time has become an issue now, TD, as the Lockhart Lions need to put some points up in a hurry, and not just that, but need to keep the Panthers from going into the end zone and putting any points up on the board. As we've seen, the Lockhart Lions have been able to stop the Panthers, just haven't been able to do it on a consistent basis. And one thing they're going to need to do is not only have one stop, but they're going to have to put 2 stops back to back. And not only that, but put points on the board back to back to get this game back into reach.
Looks like Bart Key's going to be going back deep for the Lions. Is that Key or is that Reese back there?
That looks like Reese back there.
We are way up here in the press box at Liberty Hill, folks, pretty much as far from the action as we've been at any stadium. Liberty Hill has a nice tall homestand here. And I'm getting old.
Good thing they got an elevator.
Deep kick.
And that's Reese back there. That's going to go in and out of the end zone. I'm still looking forward for Reese to grab a hold of one and return it. He hasn't had a return for a touchdown this year. I like to joke around. He had about 20 of them last year, and 24 of them were called back for penalties. Yeah. So the Lockhart Lions will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line with 1:28 left to go, trailing by 16.
So the last drive of the Lockhart Lions ate up a good 5-6 minutes off the clock as they slowly worked their way down the field on the running and passing game of Ashton Dickens. Looks like they'll pick up where they left off here.
Dropping back.
Plenty of time to throw.
Trying to throw out there to Garcia.
Yeah, big pass interference call on Frohawk coming out of the slot. That's going to give Lockhart 15 yards and a fair set of downs.
I'm glad they're finally seeing it. I'm glad they're finally calling it.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to be real. There's pass interference, and then there's just tackling players. And we've seen quite a few times where they've just tackled the Lockhart players, and that time same thing happened. And I'm glad to see the flag get thrown because – you know, I'm all for letting him play, but at the same time, it's quite unfair to the receiver to not give him a chance.
So that'll stop the clock with 1:21 and give the Lions a first down at the 35-yard line.
Great time for a hard count.
And Dickens gets the snap, rolls around to his right. Throws back over towards his left. And that one's almost going to be picked off. Intended receiver was Caden Mavis.
Good job by Mavis to reach his left hand back and knock that one out of the defender, number 12's hands. That is Sebastian Evans.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
So Lockhart, a couple straight passing attempts there. We'll see if they start to come back to the run and make that defense honest. And they do.
And hand it off to My Time going around the right side. Got room to run. And looks like he might have gotten enough for the first down. And they're going to mark him out shy of the first down at the 44-yard line.
He ran over a defender at the sticks. That was Avery Manott that forced him out of bounds, but Gonzalez had a head of steam, and he put his shoulder down.
So very manageable 3rd down and 1 for the Lions. We got 3 receivers here to the near side. And it'll be Dickens with the quarterback keeper right up the middle. Picks up the first down, and he'll cross the 50. Well, they'll mark him down at the 50. So 1st down and 10 for the Lions. As Rob Ortiz would say, Ashton 1st down, Dickens.
Well, let's hope he gets a touchdown here. Touchdown, Dickens.
Yeah, underneath 1 minute left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Dickens looked to throw, tuck it in, and roll around to his right side, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
And maybe, I don't know if there's some miscommunication on that play. All the receivers and the routes were all to the left, and Dickens was forced to his right, and just nobody to go to with the ball. Maybe you can throw that one away.
That'll be a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12 coming up. 39 seconds left to go.
That's a tough one as a quarterback. You get out on the edge and look downfield and see nobody with white shirts there.
Ooh, screen pass.
That's screen pass, and that's going to be incomplete to Trent Holcomb.
Good job by Dickens just to get rid of that ball and not take a sack for a big loss and give his team a chance to fight here on 3rd down.
And that was Austin Fulford coming in from the defensive side of the ball.
Coming in from his safety position.
Yeah, 3rd down and 12 coming up. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be 4-down territory for the Lions.
Lions almost at midfield with the ball.
Free play. Offsides on the defense. Free play, and that's going to come down towards Gage Deutsch, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Did they throw the flag? Yes, they did.
That's going to be offsides on the defense, so that'll move them up 5 yards. Instead of 3rd down and 12, it'll be 3rd down and 7.
I always hold my breath hoping that flag gets thrown. A few weeks ago in a JV game, I saw Noah Jimenez execute it greatly, and then the flag didn't get thrown, and it was actually, unfortunately, a 4th down.
Yeah, it was 4th and 1.
And it was just a heartbreaker because he went for the deep ball and did not get the flag.
And that was actually the deciding factor in that game.
It was.
At the end of the game, yes.
But I thought it was a smart play, but the young man just did not get the flag.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Lions. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. My Time and Gonzalez in the backfield, offset to the right. And a false start on the offense.
We moved.
And that'll move the ball back 5. So it'll go back to 3rd down and 12. Man in motion, that's Gage Deutsch coming across the field.
Another false start. So motion just happening a little bit slow there in the offensive line. Oh, looks like Coach got a timeout in time.
All right, so the Lockhart Lions will call their first timeout of the half.
Illegal snap, offense, number 70.
Oh, an illegal snaps will be a penalty.
Well, and with that motion on that play just developing just kind of slow, it's a long time to kind of hang in there in your tight position, ready to explode.
All right, so we'll go and take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020 and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
And we are back from the Lockhart Lion timeout as we have 26 seconds left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter. Lockhart Lions trailing by 16, 49-33. As the Lockhart Lions have scored 30-plus for the 13th straight game in a row. Third down is 17 coming up. Dickens drops back. They're going to throw. Got the receiver out there who makes the catch and will run out of bounds.
And he'll be about 3 yards short. So Lockhart will go for this on 4th down and 3. Maybe go quick with the quarterback power here.
And that was Frohock with the reception, the freshman. So 4th down and 4 coming up.
Lots of room on the left side.
Dickens with the carry going around the left side. He'll pick up the first down and more. Crosses the 30 and finally going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 25.
And Lockhart got the look they wanted there as Liberty Hill backed their safety off of the corner deep and just opened up the left side. And it was wide open there for Lions. I like another thing that I saw from the freshman Frohock downfield, throwing up his hands and just kind of body blocking a guy, saying, "That go get me for a hold."
Yeah, it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 22 with 12 seconds left to go. Got to be an inside handoff to Gonzalez, and he's going to be stopped.
Gonzalez,
and he'll lose a yard.
Hard by Samuel Knox, senior linebacker. Knox, one of the better linebackers in the district. He's been rather quiet tonight, but he's put some pressure.
And that'll run the clock out, and that'll do it for the Adams & Son AC and Heating third quarter. Liberty Hill Panthers 49, Lockhart Lions 33. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your War Room Strike Club 4th and final quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
Is that it?
And we are back to start the 4th and final quarter. The War Room Strike Club 4th and final quarter. It is 2nd down and 11 for the Lockhart Lions. Dickens will get the snap. Throws it out to Mavis. Got some nice little block on the outside. It's going to be spun around and brought down at the 22.
I'll get them back to the original line of scrimmage, where it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
And once again, definitely 4 down territory for the Lions.
And Lions pull one of the receivers and bring in Staten at tight end.
And the Lions will have 2 receivers up top. Bart Key offset to the left side of Dickens. And Dickens will keep it going around the left side, cuts it upfield.
Oh.
And he'll get it out to the 20. And it's going to be shy.
And big
well shy of the
down.
first down. Now 4th down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, big 4th down coming up here for the Lions. They had one on the last series. They were able to execute.
This time they'll put 2 receivers to the bottom.
And they keep that top side safety rolled up. This time they're not going to open up that far side of the field for Dickens. Looks like they may still go that way.
And Marquis with the carry. He'll cut it up. Nice little spin move. And he might be just shy of the first down, as they're going to mark him down at the 13. He needed to get to the 12.
Yeah,
very close.
It's going to be very close.
And he's not going to get it. The Liberty Hill Panthers are going to get the ball back on a turnover on downs.
A great second effort there by Key to try to get to the sticks, and he came up inches short.
And this was a drive that the Lockhart Lions needed to put some points on the board. Now they're going to have to come up with a big stop, as this is the third drive of the game for the Panthers.
You cannot let them score on this drive and still stay in this game.
Mm-hmm. Inside handoff to Carter. And a big tackle by Trey Brown. And that's a gain of 2.
Second down.
And that's that first down production that we talked about that you absolutely have to have. And Lockhart does look fired up as we see Mendoza. He's bouncing. He's ready to roll.
Second and 7 for the Panthers.
And once again, Carter with the carry. And once again, Trey Brown with the stop. Or
that was
Gathings with the stop.
Gathings always a sure tackler in space. And that'll bring up third down. And see, now we're in that, 3rd and 4 range where you stop them for 1 or 2 right here. Now we're deep on their end of the field.
So big 3rd down and 4 coming up. They'll toss it to Joe Pitcher going around the right side. He's got room on a big block on the edge and all by himself down to the 30. Aiden Scott give it chase and comes up with a big stop.
Aiden Scott chasing that play down from the backside outside linebacker position.
And Pritchard with the big run all the way down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. And Aiden Scott showing the wheels, gentlemen.
Yeah. He ran a long way to run that play down.
It was only a sophomore.
Future's bright for these Lockhart Lions.
Remember last year as a freshman, you remind us of Cliff Harris.
And hand off to Carter, and he'll stumble his way forward to the 5-yard line.
Does a great job of falling forward.
He sure does. It's like he's on a track. Something forces pushing him forward. He runs with a great forward lean. You have to get real low to get under the guy like that.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. And hand off to number 31. He looses the football.
Yes,
it
yes.
looks like Lockhart
looks like Lockhart's going to recover it. The Panthers will come up with it.
Oh.
Lockhart had 3 guys there, and the one Panther able to come up with it. Ben Mendez was at the bottom of that pile fighting for it.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. That's going to be the 5th fumble of the game for the Panthers. They've only lost 1. And another one, and this time it's going to be scooped up.
Go.
That's Trey Brown with it. He's got Ben Carter in his tail, and Trey Brown comes up with a big scoop and run all the way into Panther territory to the 40-yard line.
And you talked about it right before that play. They had put the ball on the ground 5 times, only lost 1. Well, Lockhart takes another one away from them, and it could not have happened in a more pivotal moment of the game, as if Liberty Hill would have scored there, it would have all but sealed the deal. And now Lockhart has a fighting chance with 7 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in the War Room Strength Club 4th quarter, and the ball's going to be at the 40-yard line of Liberty Hill.
TD, and as you know, as anybody else, that If it had been anybody else but Trey Brown, he would have scored. Because Trey's got a bad. He's playing on the bad wheel, real bad wheel.
Yeah, I saw him.
Kudos to him.
Walking in the parking lot of Mr. Taco this morning, he almost tripped over the curb.
He's playing his heart out.
Dickens gets the snap, drops back. He'll be looking to throw the ball deep over the middle. He's got a receiver just overthrew him, and that was Frohawk.
Looked like Frohawk kind of broke that route off. Maybe Dickens expect him to run the fly route. But good time to take a shot down the field, absolutely.
But the big thing about it, not only was the turnover in Lockhart's favor, keeping Liberty Hill out of the end zone.
Yes.
The most important thing now is put points on the board.
Lockhart has to score here.
Not only score, but get that 2-point conversion in there as well. Dickens gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw once again.
There you go.
He's going to tuck it in. He'll run it. He'll go around the left side, and he'll be chased out of bounds.
Pretty close to the sticks. We'll see where they mark it.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 34. I thought that was a little bit further on down the line, but
bad spot.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
And so Lockhart going to 3rd and 4th down on most series here in the second half. Doing a great job of converting.
As Frohawk speeds his way across the line of scrimmage, a backside draw to Bart Key, and this time he'll pick up the first down.
Well, you watch Key run and see his bit of explosion. You start to get the feeling that he's close to busting one. He's slippery.
So the ball's going to be marked at the 29-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Lions.
Gonzalez will punish you, and Key will just slide right past you.
The Lions got 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Another Frohawk in speed motion once again. Got Trent Holcomb out there on a screen, and he'll fall forward.
Picks up about 3 yards.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
7:09 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the War Room Straight Club 4th and final quarter. Of course, Trent Holcomb's a product of the War Room Strength Club. Inside handoff to Bart Key. And he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Tried to spin around, but great pursuit by the Panther defense.
And the Panther defense has been solid on runs up the middle all night long, getting penetration from their linemen as well as their linebackers. Just have not given Lockhart much up the middle.
And that 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Lions. Mavis will be in motion, and they'll fake the jet sweep to him. Dickens will keep it. He'll run up the middle. He'll pick up a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
So Liberty Hill defense making Lockhart earn everything they get here. As they've taken them to 4th down. This will be the 3rd time here in the second half that Lockhart has had to go for it on 4th down. And this one is going to be around 4th and 5. Last time Key coming up just short of the sticks.
For some reason, they stopped the clock.
And it looks like, did we call a timeout?
No, they're looking at
Dickens' helmet came off.
Looking at the spot, I think.
Now, Lockhart hadn't got a spot all night, so I wouldn't expect it. I think the referees are very big fans of the Liberty Hill yellow.
Well, he's coming over to talk to the Liberty Hill coach.
He talked to both coaches. Kind of makes you wonder if this is one of those things where they're getting chippy and they're just calming them down.
Start the clock, he says.
All right, so a big 4th down and 5 coming up for the Lions.
Look for Hans and try to draw him off sides here. Nope.
And he'll roll around to his right. Got a receiver wide open, and Gage Deutsch.
Go, Gage.
And Gage Deutsch streaking for the far corner and into the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown on 4th and 5.
Gage Deutsch has had some balls thrown to him tonight. He's been interfered with a few times and just hadn't had it break his way. And that time he was wide open, found the soft spot in the zone, sat down. Ashton Dickens delivers a strike, and then Deutsch does the rest, running about 20 yards across the field to get after that pylon on the far side. And breathe some life back into his team. It's going to be a 10-point game. Lockhart will look to go for 2 to turn it into a one-possession game.
Well, we need this.
See
Man in motion. That's going to be Mavis.
Yep, it's open.
Dickens with the quarterback keeper up the middle, and he'll get into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and that'll make the score. Liberty Hill Panthers 49, Lockhart Lions 41.
And it's a one-possession game now. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go.
Wow.
Feel like we've been here before, folks?
There was no quit of the Lockhart Lions, guys.
I tell you what, let me take a breather real quick, and let's go through some District 13 5A Division 2 scores.
There's other teams playing tonight? I thought everyone was just watching this one.
At Bastrop Memorial Stadium, it is a final. San Antonio Veterans Memorial 48, Bastrop Bears 8.
Wow.
At Piper, it is the Piper Warriors finally breaking free. 39-10, start of the fourth quarter. And it's a final. Luling Eagles lose on homecoming night to San Antonio Cold Cougars, 31-10.
And is Tybee off this week, or are they playing tonight?
Tybee is off this week. And, of course, one of the big games in Division 6A, or Class 6A, Durban Springs 14, Austin Westlake 27.
Okay.
San Marcos Rattlers 6, Cibolo Steel Knights 45. Cuero Gobblers, for all you Cuero fans out there, 49-7 over the Apaches. And that was a battle for first place in their district. So, but here at Liberty Hill Panther Stadium, with 6:05 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarters, Liberty Hill Panthers 49, Lockhart Lions 41. Do we see an onside kick as everybody is up forward? I see a whole bunch of room out there on the far side and the near side.
And Quavon on the top side. Maybe it's good time for that pooch kick.
Yep. You called it.
Oh, just ran right past it was Quavon Reeves.
That was close. That was close. Beautifully executed play there. Some kind of motion before the snap to throw him off. And Reese almost comes up with it. Ball really just took a little backwards bounce that threw him off.
I guess that's one of those times where speed, when speed does a little bit too much, as Quavon ran right past that one.
I tell you what, you're going to have Bastard working on that the whole week next week.
And we're here right by the Lockhart coach's box, and they are as engaged as ever as they prepare to get behind their defense and see if Lockhart can come up with another stop. Big fumble last time returned by Trey Brown to keep Lockhart's hopes alive.
Oh, what?
Are they going to say the ball went out of bounds?
Correction, the penalty is accepted.
Yeah.
5 yards, first down.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers.
And they'll have the ball at the 47-yard line. Taking a long time in the huddle here. Oh, that's because the
referee's holding them up.
You don't hold them at the line; you hold them in the huddle.
So an official timeout. Looks like they had a little break in the chain. So instead of a 10-yard chain, it's probably going to be about a 9.95-yard chain.
And they've got it fixed.
It'll be a toss to Pritchard coming around the near side. Got room. And great job as that hole closed up.
Lockhart did a good job to contain that one, but still a little lane left inside for him to scoot downfield and get 8 yards.
Yeah, 8-yard run by Joe Pitchford.
And can't let him get 8 yards on first down. That will not result in a stop.
Barkey with the tackle.
Oh, he timed it.
He did it.
Oh, they're going to call offsides on
I'll tell you what, that was
Zakiah Gathings.
That was as close as it gets. He
almost got it.
He almost took the handoff.
So that'll be a first down after the mark off for the Panthers.
And, that's a good time to gamble and try that because
yes, it is.
They're 2nd and 2. Have we stopped them at 2 yards all night? No. So get them back to first down here and see if you can get a good stop on first down.
And now's a good time for it because they're going to keep the same snap count. If it was early in the game, what they would do, change the snap count, Liberty Hill would.
I don't know. That's the third time he's tried it tonight. First time he was called offsides, but, man, that was close. Looks like they're putting a little time back on the clock. And now they're going to run the clock. And so the clock ticking here. Liberty Hill with the ball at the 40-yard line and a fresh set of downs.
And pitch forward with the carry. And he'll pick up about 7 yards.
And Joseph Blue grabbing a hold of his legs, bringing him down.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Got to get a stop here somewhere.
Well, regardless of what happens in this game, these Lockhart Lions have a ton of heart. I mean, and they are showing it.
So the Panthers hand off to Carter, and he'll be scooped up and dropped by Trey Brown and Staten, but not before Carter picks up the first down. That'll be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line as the clock continues to roll.
And every first down is your opportunity. Now, something to think about here for Liberty Hill, they've got a D1 kicker, and right now it'd be about a 47-yarder, so they're probably right there within his range. They get in a tight spot here, they may choose to kick it and get that guaranteed 2 possession.
Hand off right up the middle to Carter.
Oh,
and
got a face
penalty
mask.
flag.
And looks like that face mask is going to tack on some yards.
That would make it an automatic first down, and I believe that would be half the distance to the goal line. So from the 21.
And you understand it with a runner like that, you're just grabbing at anything you can to try to get a hold of him and slow him down. And so it'll be 1st and goal from just outside the 10-yard line. Normally you'd be real nervous, but last time Lockhart turned him away in a big way down here.
You know, the Panthers have had 6 fumbles, and they have lost 2 of them. The last one was a big one as Trey Brown was able to scoop it up.
I think Lockhart has 12 men on the field.
Oh.
Didn't matter.
Didn't call it.
And that's going to be a touchdown run by Pitchford. And that'll make the score. Liberty Hill Panthers 55, Lockhart Lions 41. That's something that Liberty Hill is accustomed to, a high-scoring game.
And Lockhart with 2 timeouts remaining. Liberty Hill has all 3 of their timeouts still in their pocket. So let's see if Trey Brown goes for it again. He's been getting close at jumping the line.
Close.
Yeah, he's getting close.
Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good.
I think if he was 100% TD, he would have got that.
Yeah, it's come real close. So they extend the lead back out, and that's going to make it into a 15-point game.
With 3:40 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club 4th and final quarter.
Well, one way, that you can stop the Liberty Hill offense is just keep kicking that onside kick until you get it and don't let them have it again.
Right.
Pretty much you got to come down here, you got to score, you got to do it quick too. Something that we've struggled with but seen them do much better with tonight is clock management when the time is short. They did a great job there at the end of the first half, got 4 or 5 plays off with 35, 40 seconds on the clock. So you'll want to get the ball, score quick, and then try that onside once more. And I love it because Lockhart has so many variations of onside kicks that give them a chance to get the ball, and you really got to kind of choose to defend one or the other.
Yeah, and I really like that last one they put out. It looks like, is that Frohawk that's going to be back deep for the Lions?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Frohawk back there. And we'll see Connor Hawkins, who's been putting them through the end zone.
Maybe he'll trip. He wears the one sock.
And this time Frohock will catch it at his own 1 yard line. He'll bring it upfield. Makes a nice little move, and he's going to be tackled shy of the 20.
Looked like he was one step away from having a seam there. Be a little slow to get up.
Yeah, he's still down.
And they'll go ahead and call it official timeout.
And while they'll take an official timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com. If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience, from diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions. Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information.
All right, we're back from the injury timeout. The young man was able to walk off the field as the Lockhart Lions have the ball first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line with 3:34 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club fourth and final quarter.
It'll be an empty set. Two tight ends.
Dickens drops back, looking to throw.
Plenty of time.
Throws right over the middle to Mavis, and that's going to be incomplete.
Great job by number 4, Aiden Camarina, getting his hand in there to knock that ball out. That'll bring up second down and 10. Or should that not be third down?
No, second down.
Second and 10.
Okay, yeah. That's right. It was a return. We had the entry on. I can't make out who the third receiver is. That's going to be Bart. Is that Bart Key? Yeah, Bart Key out there at receiver. With
Gonzalez back in the backfield. No.
Mavis and Deutsch.
And dropping back once again. Throws
high.
it out there just a little bit over the hands of Nate Garcia.
And he had number 10 coming, or number 44 rather, coming at him, and he put him on his back. That was Jacob Morris with the hurry.
So that'll bring up third down and 10 for the Lions.
Well, Lockhart trying a couple shots down the field. Sergeant, if you're able to get a good bead on who that is that came in at receiver. 3?
I believe that's Garcia down there.
Okay, yep, that's Garcia.
So they'll fake the pitch to Key. Dickens will keep it as he goes up the middle or on the right side. And he's going to be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
What are you going to do? Go for it?
Well, at this point, you have to.
And the clock is running. So even though it's 4th down, valuable time ticking off the clock here. It was around 3 minutes when the last play ended.
Dickens gets the snap, rolls to his left. Throws it out deep, and that one's going to be incomplete. And the Lockhart Lions will turn the ball over on downs, and the Liberty Hill Panthers will be in excellent field position.
Well, you can really try to time the snap now. Nothing to lose here.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the 18-yard line. 2:34 left to go. And I want to remind everybody at the conclusion of the game, we'll take a brief timeout and we'll come back and we'll have your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game. Let me hand off to the running back coming around right up the middle. That's going to be Carter with the carry, and he's going to be stopped after about a 6-yard gain.
Clock is going to 19 and going.
Gathings with the tackle. We see Zorita coming back into the contest. And hand off to Carter going around the right side, and he'll pick up the 1st down out to the 5-yard line where it's going to be 1st down and go to go from the 5.
And the clock starts.
Lockhart Lions do have 1 timeout remaining, or 2 timeouts remaining, excuse me.
And looks like Liberty Hill's going to show some class here and really try to run the clock out.
1st and go for
looks like they're lined up in
they're gonna
victory formation. They'll take a kneel. That'll bring up 2nd down and go to go from the 6.
Good sportsmanship on their part.
Yep, good show of class there by Liberty Hill. And Lockhart's going to fall to 1 and 2 in district after losing a tough one here at Liberty Hill. But, you know, as I said earlier, you can't take anything away from these Lions. They played with a ton of heart against a really good Liberty Hill football team here tonight. And Liberty Hill sure doesn't look like a 3-loss team, tell you that.
Well, they're getting all the injured players back. I think Kerrville, didn't you say, Sarge, had like 8 starters out?
Yes. And another kneel down. That'll make it 3rd down and go to go from the 7. And the Panthers will not have to run another play. And the Panthers will go to 3-1 on the season in district play. Lockhart Lions will drop to 1 and 2. As they will have a stretch of tough games to come along against the Bastrop Bears next week. Against the Bastrop Bears at home next week. On the road to Piper, and then back home to close the season out against Kerrville-Tybee, which just might be a game for a win and you're in type of situation. And that's going to do it. The clock's hit triple zeros, and the Liberty Hill Panthers will close it out. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll have your Kreitz Market postgame show, and we'll have your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game. And we'll be right back right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market's been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
And welcome back to the Kreitz Market post-game show as the Liberty Hill Panthers come out victorious, 56-41 over the Lockhart Lions. And welcome everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion football. And of course, we're in the Kreitz Market post-game show. We'll have your players of the game honors. We'll start with the defensive side of things. Your One Ghost Fitness defensive players of the game. Take it away, TD.
Well, and on the defensive side of the ball, we saw a lot of players contribute tonight. I mean, a lot of guys had a really good game. A lot of guys made tackles tonight, but there was a couple guys that, kind of stood out. The first one is going to be Gathins. This will be his second week in a row. Did a great job, had a forced fumble, ran down several long plays out of bounds, and just was working hard all night, open field tackles, kind of doing everything he could to help his defense. And then the second one is going to be, no doubt, Mr. Trey Brown. As I said earlier on the broadcast, I ran into Trey at Mr. Taco this morning just before school, and he was in a boot earlier this week, and he had a pretty heavy limp. So you wouldn't know it watching him play, but he was on a bad wheel, as Coach said, all night, but you couldn't tell at all. He was flying all over the field. He definitely led the team in tackles tonight, had a huge fumble recovery that breathed life back into this team there in the at the end of the third quarter. So your One Ghost defensive players of the game are going to be Zakiah Gathins and Mr. Trey Brown.
And we go
That's
to
the Batman and Robin on the defensive side, Sarge.
And we go to the opposite side of the ball, and we'll have your Kreitz Market offensive player of the game, and that's going to go to Ashton Dickens. Ashton Dickens did all that he could on the offensive side of things for the Lockhart Lions, scoring multiple touchdowns for the Lions on big runs. Just touchdowns were tough to come by towards the end of the game, but Ashton Dickens showed out just as he did last week, TD, and might not have put as much yards as he did last week, but had another tremendous game for the Lockhart Lions offensively. And Coach?
Yes, sir. Great game. And I mean, he carried the pretty much the whole team on his shoulders, and great performance, great game. And
the passing, I love the passing game
Yes.
that we saw tonight from the Lions. A ton of maybe no calls, but I tell you what, it was really nice to see Dickens drop back, take a lot of deep shots. It didn't all work out for us, missed some penalties, but I love seeing both sides of his game.
Oh, yeah. So, once again, Lockhart Lions go to 1-2 in district play, 56-41 against the Liberty Hill Panthers. We'll be back on the air next Friday night for Friday Night Football, as the Bastrop Bears will be coming to Lions Field right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And
that's one where I hope to see that like 3 people are watching and they're all out of town, because everybody is there in that stadium.
Yes.
That is a rivalry game. Folks, if you can, show up to the game, put that earpiece in, tune into us in the stadium. We need to fill that stands for Bastrop coming to Lockhart.
Oh, yeah, so that's going to do it for us tonight here from Panther Stadium As for myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, the coach Amado Galvez, and TD Tom Dunn, good night. Safe travels home for you Lockhart Lion fans. And like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Sports, brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!